as the Cleveland Indians take the field, here are the starting lineups for the second ball game. Yankees winning the first 6-5. The New York, Horace Clark at second base, leading off. Bobby Mercer, center field, second. Roy White in left field, third. Danny Cater will be in at third base, batting cleanup. Thurman Munson, the catcher, batting fifth. Ron Woods in right field, hits sixth. Johnny Ellis, whose home run won the opener, will be in first base, batting seventh. Ron Hansen moves in at shortstop, eighth. And John Cumberland, the left-hander on the mound, batting ninth. Ted Eulander leads off for the Cleveland Indians in center field. Eddie Leone at second base, bats second. Duke Sims in left field, third. Tony Horton, the first baseman, fourth. Roy Foster in right field, fifth. Rich Rollins at third base, sixth. Ray Fonzie, the catcher, seventh. Jack Heidemann, the shortstop, hits eighth. And on the mound and pitching will be Barry Moore. And now on Yankee Baseball, we pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Just before the start of the game, we'll fill you in on the scoreboard. The Birds of Baltimore are up in the bottom of the ninth, trailing Boston 1-0. Cuellar for Baltimore, Nagy for Boston, Romo in the eighth, and Lyle in the ninth inning. So Baltimore is up at the bottom of the ninth. As of now, they lead the Yankees by 6. If Baltimore wins it, it'll be 6.5. Boston wins it, 5.5. That's the first game of a doubleheader as well. Washington leads Detroit 6-4 after 6. It's Oakland over Chicago 5-1 after 8.5. And California leads Minnesota 5-2 after 5.5. Ready to go. Here's Frank Messer.
And the first pitch from Barry Moore to Horace Clark is in the dirt inside. Ball one, and we're underway. Horace went 1 for 4 in the first game. He is 5 for 13 in the series. Batting right-handed against the southpaw Barry Moore. The wind up the pitch, and it is over the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. Plate umpire is John Flaherty. Bob Stewart is at first base, Ron Luciano at second, and Merle Anthony at third. Clark hitting .285. Next pitch. He fouls it back upstairs. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yes, sir, we had a real thriller in the first game. The Yankees taking it 6-5. The Yankees have now won 23 and lost 19. We're waiting for the final score in the first game of the Boston-Baltimore doubleheader. The pitch. Foul. Back to the left side. Bounces into the stands. Getting very hazy here on the shores of Lake Erie. Looks like fog's getting rolled in a little bit. Ball and 2 strikes. The windup. Moore turns it loose, and Clark swings and misses strike 3. So Horace Clark is retired, 1 down. And it will bring up Bobby Mercer. Bobby had 2 hits in the opener. He is 3 for 15 in the series, batting .234. His 2 base hits in the first game added 5 points to his batting average. Mercer using the bat with the special pad on to protect the thumb of his left hand. Moore's pitch, curve, strike call, knee high, got the outside corner. Barry Moore started against the Yankees in the second game of a doubleheader on April 12th and allowed 3 runs in 6 innings on 7 hits. He had no decision in the game. The Yankees won it 5-4, but Dennis Higgins, working in relief, was the losing pitcher. Moore rocks back, kicks and deals. Fastball is over but low. Moore this year has won 3 and lost 3. Lifetime, he has 26 wins, 31 losses, and against the Yankees, he has gone 1 win and 5 defeats. 1-1 pitch. Mercer pops it foul, coming back out of play. It will be in the stand. So the count is a ball and 2 strikes on Bobby Mercer. Duke Sims again in left field for the Cleveland Indians. Ted Eulander is in center, and Roy Foster in right. Rich Rollins at third, Jack Heidemann at short, Eddie Leone at second, and Tony Horton at first. Ray Fosse doubling up behind the plate. Barry Moore into the windup. Left-hander kicks and deals high to Mercer, and the count is even at 2-2. There's the windup, the 2-2 pitch. Changeup is inside. Mercer spins away from it. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. All right, fair crowd here in Cleveland, despite the bad weather all over the state. This was T-shirt day. A lot of the youngsters are on hand. They'll watch a 3-2 pitch now to Bobby Mercer. Here it comes. He fouls it. Back right in front of us. I don't think I had to say any more. Looks like a big cantaloupe coming up here toward the window. Other way, Bobby. Full count pitch again. 3-2 delivery. It's low and Mercer is on. Ball 4. So Mercer draws a walk, and the batter will be Roy White. Roy had 3 hits in the opener, including his 6th home run of the year. In the series, Roy is 6 for 15, and overall now he is batting .331 to lead the Yankees. He hit his home run batting right-handed, and he's up there right-handed now against the left-hander Barry Moore. White hit the home run off Sam McDowell, who started the first game for Cleveland. He hits this one down the right field line. It is fading, foul ball. Back in the stands and foul. No balls and a strike to Roy White. Yankees leading 2-1 now in this 4-game series. And that's the road trip record. 2 wins, 1 loss. Of course, the Yanks would love to win the second game here and move on to Detroit with another victory. The pitch to Roy White is down low, and the count evens 1-1. Danny Cater is on deck. Dick Hauser coaching at third. Elston Howard coaching at first. And a 1-1 pitch to White. He takes a rip on a changeup curve and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Baltimore got 1 in the bottom of the 9th, so they're going into the 10th inning at Baltimore. And Eddie Watt has come in to pitch for the Orioles. 1-1 Boston and Baltimore.
Okay, Bob. We'll keep an eye on that one. Right now, 1-2 pitch to Roy White with Mercer at first. Here it comes. It's low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Barry Moore went back to his fastball that time, but missed downstairs with it. No score, just underway in the nightcap. Yankees won the opener 6-5. The pitch hit on the ground is short. Played by Heidemann to Leon for 1. Back to first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. 6-4-3 double play. And for the Yankees in the first, no runs, no hits. There were no errors and nobody left. At the end of 1/2 inning, the score is New York 0 and Cleveland coming to bat.
We're celebrating spring and warm weather and blue skies and flowers at McDonald's. We're all prettied up for the season, and to make it extra special for you, we've got a gift for every youngster. A bright yellow Ronald McDonald Happy Cup, given free with the purchase of any 16-ounce Coke, orange, or root beer. This is the Happy Cup the youngsters have been seeing on TV, and as Ronald says, you can use it for lots of happy things. It's Ronald McDonald's Happy Cup. Be sure you get yours. Another reason we like to say, McDonald's is your kind of place.
The lines on your palm may indicate a long life, but don't count on a fortune teller to make it happen. This is Faye Dunaway suggesting that you may be the one to count on. One way you can help ensure a long life is to see your doctor for a yearly health checkup. Your American Cancer Society points out that checkups have helped save many lives from cancer. Help your own chances for a long life with a checkup, and help others with a check to your American Cancer Society. Thank you.
Well, John Cumberland goes out to the mound to pitch for the Yankees. He has pitched well for New York, and he's earned himself a spot in the starting rotation. However, Cumberland has been a hard luck loser. He's lost 3 out of his 4 decisions. And this year and lifetime against the Cleveland Indians, he has no record whatsoever. Incidentally, it's getting very soupy again here at Cleveland after the skies brightened up towards the end of that opener. It's a foggy, gray day right now, but no rain is falling. We had some rain early in the first game of the doubleheader. And, of course, the Yankees well aware that Boston and Baltimore are going into extra innings tied up in their doubleheader. The Yankees already have 1 in the bank, and you'll never see a closer one. They won it 6-5. And we now get set for the bottom of the first of the nightcap with no score.
Okay, Bob Gamere, and it will be Ted Eulander to lead things off. He went 1 for 4 in the first game, left-hand batter. Eulander is now hitting .237. John Cumberland into the windup, and the first pitch, strike 1 is called. This will be Cumberland's 5th start this year. He has won 1 and lost 3. Pitched 33 innings, walked only 7, struck out 24 batters. Pitch to Eulander, check swing foul is sliced off to the left side. No balls and 2 strikes. Johnny Lippon, the third base coach, retrieved the baseball. Kirby Farrell coaches down at first base for Cleveland. No balls and 2 strikes on Eulander. Cumberland to the windup. And the pitch. It is popped up and coming back foul again toward the upper deck. Count holds 0-2. The Yankees have Roy White in left field, Bobby Mercer in center field, and Ron Woods out in right. On the infield, Danny Cater at third, Ron Hansen at short, Clark at second, and Ellis at first. Fastball inside at the knees, backs Ulander off 1-2. Thurman Munson doing double duty behind the plate. And the pitch. Curve just missed outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Plate umpire John Flaherty, Bob Stewart at first, Ron Luciano at second, and Merle Anthony at third. No score, bottom half of the first. A 2-2 pitch coming to Ulander, the leadoff hitter for Cleveland. And he takes it just inside for ball 3. Full count now. Eddie Leon is on deck. Southpaw John Cumberland ready with the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Ulander hits it in the air out to deep right field. Ron Woods goes back, down on one knee, now gets up again and makes the catch. Ulander is retired. Ball well hit to right. Ron Woods went back, went down on one knee, then got up and made the catch standing up. Now the second baseman, Eddie Leon. Leon had his first hit and only hit of the series in the first game. It was a fly ball triple down the right field line. Leon is hitting 206. Strike is called over the outside corner. Getting a scoring correction on the first game. We'll tell you what it's all about in just a moment. Cumberland winds and throws, and there is a foul peeled back upstairs. The ball that Sims hit, that Woods made the sparkling shoestring catch of in right field. Woods tried to get the double play to first base. Instead of going after the lead runner, Ulander, who was down at third, had left second and gone to third. Throw got through Cater. Danny never touched it. And it was the pitcher, Lindy McDaniel, who picked the ball up and threw it to shortstop Gene Michael, standing at second base to complete the double play and get Ulander out at second. The scorers had originally called it Cater who threw the ball to second. We knew it was McDaniel, and when they checked downstairs, they did change it. 0-2 pitch now. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cumberland strikes out Eddie Leon. 2 down. Cumberland's 25th strikeout of the year, and the batter will be Duke Sims, the left fielder. Sims, despite Ron Wood's great catch in the first game, did go 2 for 4. He has 5 hits in 10 at-bats in the series, including a pair of home runs. Sims, left-hand hitter. And the pitch to him from Cumberland is taken high, ball 1. Sims batting .208. Tony Horton, the first baseman, is on deck. Cumberland has the sign, turns the pitch loose, and Sims swings and misses, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Mercer favors the alley in right center field on Sims. Roy White well around in left center field. They give him the left field line. Ron Woods backed up deep in right field. Clark back at the edge of the grass at second. Michael very deep at short. 1-1 pitch to him. He pops it up behind the plate. Thurman Munson comes back. He will not have a play. Ball hits on the netting. The count is 1-2 now on Duke Sims. Washington leads Detroit 6-4. They're in the 7th inning. Oakland defeated Chicago 5-1. The wind-up by Cumberland and the pitch to Sims. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Cumberland fans Leon and Sims and gets the side in order. Nothing across, and at the end of 1 inning, the score is New York nothing and Cleveland nothing.
We are having a Brazilian towel dance in celebration of the Brazilian towel sale at your Atlantic service stations. Import a Brazilian bottles in an elegant jacquard weave for only $1.29. Oh, and the beach towel for only $2.99. And get this, amigo, when you buy the Batman for only $2.49, you get a hand towel free. Yay, yay, yay. Each towel comes in avocado or gold. you can get one with every purchase of gasoline at a participating Atlantic station. Pretty soon, you'll have enough for your own Brazilian towel dance. Oh, you don't know how? It's simple. You dance to the rhythm of drying your back with a towel.
No purchase required in New Jersey.
At the Atlantic station.
The Yankees are making available to you fans official 1970 Yankee schedules. Just write to the ticket department, Yankee Stadium, the Bronx, New York, for your free schedule to keep you up to date about Yankee doings at home and on the road throughout the season. And the Yankee doings here in Cleveland, they've got one game already by a score of 7-6 in the 6-5, the first game of the doubleheader. And right now it's 0-0 as we get set for the second inning in the second game.
All right, Bob and Danny Cater to lead it off. Cater playing third base as he did in the first game. He went 1 for 5 in the opener. Cater now hitting .298. Takes the pitch down low for ball 1. Cater going 1 for 5 in the opener, dropped 9 points off his batting average. He started the first game at .307. He is now .298. Right-hand hitter. Looks at a fastball over the outside corner, 1-1. Cater has had a good series, going 6 for 14. He'll be followed by Thurman Munson and then Ron Woods. Barry Moore winds and deals. Cater fouls one back upstairs. One ball and 2 strikes to Cater. No score in this ball game. Yankees won the opener 6-5. Southpaw Barry Moore rocks and throws. A curve is hit on the ground to the left of the shortstop. Heidemann is over, up with it. Throws on to first base. Cater is out. 1 away. Heidemann moving deep to his left to throw out Danny Cater. And now Thurman Munson, and what a first game Munson had. Of 5 times, he had 4 base hits. His first 4-hit game of the year. Munson added 24 points to his batting average with those 4 hits, going from .234 to a present .258. He's after the first pitch, foul tips it into the mitt of catcher Ray Fosse. Strike 1. Ron Woods is on deck. Brooks Robinson hit a home run to win it for Baltimore. 2-1. Foul coming back. No balls, 2 strikes. Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson's 6th home run of the year in the 10th inning, and Baltimore has defeated Boston 2-1, and it looks like nobody can beat those Orioles. Munson waiting. Takes low for a ball. Yeah, Bill Kane says the Yankees just have to beat them themselves, and, well, they'll have the opportunities. Two-strike pitch to Munson. Check swing, says the plate umpire, John Flaherty. Fosse is arguing, and Fosse has a pretty good argument on it. Here comes Alvin Dark. Munson started a full swing, brought the bat up, and now Alvin Dark is just asking Flaherty to ask the first base umpire. And the first base umpire, Bob Stewart, does not make a call. Now Dark is going down to Stewart. Flaherty will not care at all for that move.
It's an old saying here, Frank, if the next one is close, swing at it.
All right, it's a ball and 2 strikes to Thurman Munson. Dark goes back into the dugout. Munson had a pretty good cut, but evidently brought the bat straight up in the air. Ron Woods waiting on deck. Barry Moore looks into Fosse, has the sign, starts the windup, the 1-2 pitch, hit on the ground sharply to third. It's a foul ball. Real grass cutter, just foul as it passed the bag. Looking at the New York Yankees home schedule, I know Baltimore's got to come in sometime for too much longer. This one is popped up down the first base line. Coming in for it, Horton. Fosse is going out, and Fosse, the catcher, makes the catch in foul territory. Ron Woods will be the batter. Baltimore is in on August 8th, which is Old Timers Day, and a doubleheader August 9th, the Orioles' next appearance at the stadium. Woods, after the first pitch, fouls it back, strike one. Woods went 0 for 4 in the first game. He is hitting .286. Final score, Oakland 5, Chicago 1. Chuck Dobson pitched a one-hitter for Oakland. Swing and a miss by Woods on a fastball, strike two. Dobson got the win to even his record at 4-4 with a one-hitter. Tommy John, the loser. Oakland 5, Chicago 1. Despite the one-hitter by Dobson, Oakland had to come from behind to win it. Pitch to Woods is taken outside. Ball and 2 strikes. John Ellis is on deck. Left-hander Moore looks into Fosse. Pumps high, kicks and throws. Fastball just outside again. That time, the Indians thought they had strike 3. Fosse was ready to go to the dugout, and Rich Rollins, the third baseman, Jack Heidemann, the shortstop, second baseman Eddie Leon, had all started to move off the field, but it's a 2-ball and 2-strike count. Moore winds and delivers. Curve is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that is the third out. Second strikeout for Barry Moore. He gets the Yankees in order, nothing across. At the end of 1.5, the score is New York nothing and Cleveland nothing.
What would you think of a restaurant that guaranteed good service or your money back? You'd be ahead of the game either way, right? Well, that's pretty much what happens with Atlantic's Red Ball service. If your Red Ball service dealer doesn't clean your windshield or offer to check your oil, weather permitting, he'll refund the price of your gasoline. Red Ball service is your Atlantic dealer's way of assuring you of good service, so that if you're on a trip, you know you're going to get the very same good service you get in your own neighborhood. So you get the same service from a dealer who doesn't know you as you do from the guy who's known you for years. The details may vary slightly from state to state, but the quality of Red Ball service never varies. If it does, you get your gasoline for free. Atlantic Red Ball service. You're ahead of the game whether you get it or not.
The Yankees will be back at the stadium for most of the month of June. It all begins June 2nd, a night game with the Kansas City Royals. And the Royals will be back on the 3rd and the 4th as well. So the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, the Yankees and the Royals at Yankee Stadium.
Tony Horton ready to lead things off here, batting .244. Horton went 1 for 4 in the first game. He has 4 hits in this series, right-hand batter. John Cumberland's first pitch to him. He swings and fouls one back upstairs. Strike one. Larry Heisel hit a home run for the Phillies in the bottom half of the 9th inning to tie the ball game up 5-5 with St. Louis. So an extra inning ball game in Philadelphia. The pitch, low. 1 ball, 1 strike. No score here, bottom half of the second. Yankees won the opener 6-5. There's a foul coming back over our heads and into the upper deck. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tony Horton. John Cumberland in his 5th start. Whips the pitch in, and Horton drills it deep to left field. This one may be gone. It is going. It is a home run for Horton. Tony Horton gallops around the bases. Gets the handshake from Roy Foster, now goes into the dugout and is congratulated there, and Cleveland leads 1-0. For Tony Horton, the home run is his 5th of the year. The 4th home run given up by Cumberland, and now Roy Foster, the right fielder. Pitch is way high and outside, ball 1. Foster is hitting .234. Strike call, gets the outside corner, evens it up 1-1. Well, the Phillies scored in the 10th and beat the Cardinals 6-5. Mike Jackson the winner, Taylor the loser. 1-1 pitch. Ball high. 2 balls and 1 strike to Roy Foster. The third baseman, Rich Rollins, is on deck. Temperature has dropped considerably here in Cleveland. Wind blowing in off the lake. Cumberland's 2-1 pitch is popped up foul off the third base side. Cater is after it. May not have a play. On the steps of the dugout, he cannot get to it. It's back in the crowd. Here are the totals on that Baltimore-Boston game. Baltimore 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Listen to this. Boston 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Eddie Watt, the winner in relief, and Sparky Lyle, the loser in relief. Lyle gave up a home run pitch to Brooks Robinson. 2-2 to Foster. There's a fly ball, well hit straight away center field. Mercer digging back to the wall, turns under it, and he makes the catch. Mercer back to the 385-foot sign, just to the left of dead center field to make that catch. And now Rich Rollins will move in. Rollins is hitting .222, went 1 for 1 in the first game today. Bob Veal pitched a 3-hit shutout as Pittsburgh blanked Montreal 3-0. Another big crowd in Montreal, almost 30,000 again up there. Rollins, right-hand batter, looks at a strike. Under the letters on the inside corner.
Montreal is playing pretty good ball today. In fact, right along, they've been playing good ball. They've only 5.5 out. They've won 16, lost 23.
There's a ball hit deep to left field, but Roy White digging over toward the corner. Cannot get to it. It drops in, and Rollins makes a big turn at first and now goes back. Roy White did not get the angle on that ball, running more in, and then had to swing over to his right and couldn't get to it. So it's a base hit for Rollins. The second hit of the ball game for the Indians. And the batter will be Ray Fosse, the catcher. Fosse is batting .248. He takes low, ball 1. Roy White having trouble getting the angle on that ball, and instead of slanting directly toward the ball, he came in and then had to go to his right and just wasn't able to get there. There's one that's popped up off the first base side. John Ellis in foul territory is after it over toward the dugout. And John Ellis overran the ball just a little bit. He did not get it. He was on the top step of the dugout, lost his balance, caught himself on the roof of the dugout, and the ball hit just behind him. It was a tough chance with the dugout steps involved, and it goes as no play. Fosse still alive with a count of 1 ball, 1 strike. John Cumberland ready to work to him. Checks Rollins at first and deals. A curve is hit foul off the right side. Cleveland leading 1-0 on Tony Horton's 5th home run of the year. Fosse batting with Rollins at first, 1 away. And the pitch. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch coming, line drive, caught by Michael. No play back to first base. Or rather, Hansen, I beg your pardon. Ron Hansen at shortstop. So Fosse is out on a line drive speared by Hansen, who cocked his arm, wanted to throw to first, but Rollins got back to the bag. Jack Heidemann steps in, and we'll pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Heidemann, right-hand batter. Takes a breaking pitch high, ball 1. Heidemann is hitting .198. He was hitless in the first game today. And was a little upset when they lifted him for a pinch hitter. He has gone 3 for 11 in the series. He checks his swing and takes a ball up high, 2-0. Now Jim Turner is going to come out and talk to the young Yankee left-hander, John Cumberland. Ralph Houck is not with the club now. He left earlier this afternoon to fly to his home in Lawrence, Kansas, or the home of his family in Lawrence, Kansas, to attend the funeral tomorrow of his father. So in Ralph's absence, Jim Turner is handling the pitchers, and Dick Hauser is taking care of the offense. In other words, Hauser will give the signs and decide the plays to be used. But when it comes to pitching changes and so forth, it will be up to Jim Turner, the pitching coach. 2 balls and no strikes right now on Heidemann. Rollins at first, 2 out. Rollins short lead. Ellis holding against him. Here's the pitch. Heidemann swings, fly ball, hit up into shallow left field. White digging hard. He's got it. Roy White coming in fast to make the catch on the run, and the side is retired. For Cleveland, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 man is left. And at the end of 2, the score is Cleveland 1 and the Yankees nothing.
When someone says,
Honey, don't eat so fast.
Someone loves you.
I love you.
Pick up your clothes.
I love you.
Your clean shirt is on the chair.
Someone loves you.
I'll make your favorite dessert tonight.
Someone cares about you.
Did you take your vitamin pill today?
Come on, I'll drop you off.
It's just a little out of the way.
Someone cares. I think they really care.
How do you want your eggs? Don't forget to take your lunch.
Have a good day. Take care of yourself.
Someone loves you. You are really important to them.
What time will you be home?
Don't know, but I'll call you.
You know somebody cares.
Don't worry.
About you. Something good will happen to you today.
They want it to happen.
To you.
Today.
Someone loves you. So listen for the sound of you.
And have a good day.
So far in the second game, Barry Moore has put down the Yankees 1-2-3 in both the first and second inning. There was 1 base runner. That was a walk to Bobby Mercer, but Roy White banged into a double play in the first inning. So the Yankees have to play catch-up early in the ball game for the first time in this series. This is the first time in the 4 games that the Cleveland Indians have gotten a jump on the Yankees, and they lead now 1-0.
Well, here's the young man who provided the winning run in the first game for New York, John Ellis, with his first home run of the year. He also had his first double in the ball game. Right-hand hitter, he went 3 for 4 overall and fouls the first pitch back, strike 1. Ellis, after taking that swing, reached down and grabbed the back of his right leg as if he might have noticed a little twinge there. Moore's pitch, swing and a miss on a high fastball, strike 2. Ellis is now batting 146. The home run in the first game went over the right field fence. First time Ellis had ever hit a ball out of a ballpark. He hit an inside the park home run in his first major league game at New York. It's this one on the ground to second. 2 hopped by Eddie Leon. Gets it over to first base in time, and Ellis is retired. 1 down, and the batter will be Ron Hansen. Hansen appeared in the first game as pinch hitter. Went 0 for 1. Ron is batting 125. Right-hand hitter. Checks his swing and takes a strike on the first pitch. Cleveland leading by a score of 1-0. Pitcher John Cumberland is out on deck. And the pitch to Hansen, low inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Fouled it back and out of play. Well, California and Minnesota in a battle for first place in the Western Division of the American League, and California leads 5-4 at the end of 7 innings, playing at Minnesota. Pitch to Hansen, foul ball lined into the stands down behind the third base dugout. That was a wicked shot. And we hope nobody was hit by it. Right back into the crowd, a real bullet. Young man has the baseball, and everybody seems to be all right. That brought the Yankee players out of the dugout to take a look. Now the next pitch to Hansen is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Milwaukee batting in the top half of the ninth inning, trying to catch a 2-run Kansas City lead. The Royals 4-2 over Milwaukee in the top of the ninth. 2-2 pitch to Ron Hansen. He hits it foul again past the third base coach, Dick Hauser. In the National League, the Cubs beat the Mets 3-1 in the first game. The Mets are leading 2-1 in the third inning of the nightcap. At the end of this third inning, we'll bring you up to date on all the scores. Pitch is high and outside to Hansen to fill the count 3-2. 3-2. In the first game here, the Yankees won it 6-5 in a game that was just full of thrills and excitement. This game, Cleveland is leading 1-0. There's the windup by Moore. The pitch to Hansen, fouled it again. This game winds up the Cleveland series. It's on to Detroit. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, and Wednesday night, we'll be on the air at 8:55 each night, New York time. 3-2 pitch to Hansen. Changeup is swung on and missed. Ron was way out in front of it. That is the third strikeout for Barry Moore. And it brings up pitcher John Cumberland. Cumberland is 1 for 9, batting .111. He has driven in 2 runs. Bats right-handed and takes a call strike over the outside part of the plate. Moore winds, turns it loose. Fastball is swung on and missed. Strike 2. And the 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Strikeout number 4 for Barry Moore. The Yankees are 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. And at the end of the top half of the third, the score is Cleveland 1 and New York nothing.
Would you like to work in electronics but don't have the training and experience necessary? You can get the training and experience you need through the Marine Corps Enlistment Program. Is bookkeeping what you want, but you don't have the education? You can get the education you need through the Marine Corps Enlistment Program. Perhaps you would like to train in data processing or office administration. If you can meet the qualifications set by the Marine Corps, you can take the job of your choice and become a member of the Marine Corps Air Ground Team. You can get the training you need through the Marine Corps Guaranteed Enlistment Program. Marine Corps training is the best in the world, and you'll get travel, experience, pay, and promotions while gaining an education. Join the Marine Corps team and build yourself in body, mind, and in spirit. See your Marine recruiter today. Gunnery Sergeant Jim Williams at the Marine Corps Recruiting Station, 114 J Street, Schenectady, New York.
Here in the second game of the doubleheader, it's a 1-0 Cleveland lead after a very exciting first game. The Yankees winning it by a score of 6-5, and there was so much you could say about it, but suffice it to say the game was decided in the bottom of the ninth when Cleveland had 2 men on, nobody out. Ron Woods made a great catch in right field and turned it into a double play, and the Yankees won it 6-5.
Barry Moore, the pitcher, leads off the bottom half of the third. He's a left-hand batter. Takes a fastball over for a called strike. Moore has been up 16 times this year with 2 base hits, batting .125. Gesundheit checks his swing and takes a high curve for a ball, 1-1. Cleveland leading 1-0 on a Tony Horton home run leading off the second. Cumberland winds, kicks, and delivers. Curveball is knocked out in front of the plate. Munson is after it. Thurman has it, throws to first base, and Moore is out. Munson throws out Moore. 1 down, and the batter will be Ted Eulander. Eulander flied to right field his first time up. Eulander, a left-hand hitter. And he looks at a strike, taking all the way. Nothing in 1 to Eulander. Cumberland curves him. Eulander bunts it foul back on the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Eulander tried the running bunt and fouled it straight back on the netting. Well, Milwaukee tied Kansas City with 2 runs in the top half of the 9th inning, and they've gone to the 10th inning tied up 4-4. Here's the 2-strike pitch. High and tight to Eulander. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on. Cumberland deals. Eulander checks his swing on a high fastball. And the count is evened up at 2-2. That sent Munson out about halfway to the mound. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eulander bounces one to Clark. 2 hops by Horace over to first base in time. Eulander going for all he was worth, even though it started out as a routine 4-3 play. Eulander really hustles. He just digs it out all the time. So away, and the batter will be Eddie Leon, the second baseman. Cumberland struck him out in the first inning. John has 2 strikeouts. He's allowed 2 hits, and he has not walked anybody. Cumberland is a good control pitcher. There's one that is lined out into left field, but Roy White, right in his tracks, makes the catch. He didn't have to move a step for it, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. And at the end of 3 innings, the total show Cleveland 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. The Yankees no runs, no hits, and no errors. In the National League, the Cubs beat the Mets 3-1 in the first game. The Mets lead 2-1 at the end of 2.5 in the second. Decker against Ryan. Dodgers 2, Atlanta 1 at the end of 3. Pappas against Foster. The Phillies shaded St. Louis 6-5 in 10 innings. Mike Jackson got the win, and Taylor was the loser. Larry Heisel's home run in the 9th tied it up, and the Phillies went on to win it in the 10th. Cincinnati 7, Houston 2 at the end of 6.5. And let's see, Pittsburgh shut out Montreal 3-0 on a 3-hitter by Bob Beal. It is San Francisco 4, San Diego 1 at the end of 7.5 in the first game of a doubleheader. Right now we go to the 4th and ready to tell you about it. Bob Gamere. Bob?
Thank you, Frank. Horace Clark hits the first pitch deep to left field. This is way back, high, far, and gone. And bang, bang, it's tied up. Horace Clark tickled that first pitch, and there goes your no-hitter. And when he comes around the home plate, there goes the shutout and the lead. Horace around third. Dick Hauser gives him the hand, and in he comes. How do you like that? Barry Moore went through 9 batters in the first 3 innings, and Horace Clark hits the first pitch over the left field fence, and it's 1-1. For Horace, that's his 2nd home run of the season. Here's Bobby Mercer. The pitch to Bobby. He swings, and it's a base hit to left field. Hit it in the hole between third and short. In quickly is Duke Sims. Throws it into second base after bobbling it for just a second. And the Yankees have taken 2 swings here in the 4th inning, and they have a home run and a single. And swinging right in to join us is Phil Rizzuto.
Teddy, looks good. These Yankees, we keep saying that every game they battled from behind. They had to do it in the first game and won it. They were trailing 1-0 here. Now they got it tied up. Exciting baseball they're playing. We keep telling these fans, Bob, they don't believe us. I wish they'd come out to the stadium and see for themselves when we get home.
Roy White, the batter, batting right-handed. He takes low and inside for ball 1. That's the first pitch of this inning that the Yankees have taken. It's 1-1. New York won the opener 6-5. There's 6.5 games off the pace. There's the stretch. And the pitch. White takes curveball in the outside corner at the knees, and it's a strike, 1-1. And they're 6.5 outs through no fault of theirs, we might add. But none of these other clubs have been able to beat Baltimore. The Yankees have split with them in 6 games. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bounding ball back through the box, but over to second, shortstop. Heidemann makes the play at second, throws to first for the double play. Heidemann got that ball in a big hop right at second, put his foot on the bag, and takes the first for the double play. 2 outs to score that 6-3. Heidemann getting a foot out and an assist.
You know, you don't see Roy White hitting into a double play once every 50 or 60 games. He's hit into 2 fast ones in this ball game already.
That's right. 2 in the same game. Here's Danny Cater. Cater drills the ball foul into the upper deck. Down the right field line. No balls and 1 strike. Cleveland Indians remain in the cellar in the American League. Yankees won the opener 6-5 on a Johnny Ellis home run. And then they held off the Indians in the bottom of the ninth. Ron Woods making a great catch. Here's the pitch. Line drive hit out over second. It's in the right center field. A base hit to Danny Cater. Uhlander up with the ball in right center. Throws on into second base. Eddie Leon fields the ball. A base hit for Danny Cater. Here's Thurman Munson. Munson had 4 hits in the first game. This game he popped out to catcher Ray Fosse in foul territory in the second inning. We're in the top of the fourth. 1-1 the score. Moore to the belt. Here's the pitch. Munson takes low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The breeze has picked up considerably. It's blowing straight in from left field. Horace Clark hit his home run right into the teeth of it. But he hit a low line drive that just kept going. Has the stretch and the pitch. Munson pops the ball out behind second. Shortstop Heidemann going back. Leon is over, and Eddie Leon makes the catch. So for the Yankees, they tie it up. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left at the end of 3.5. New York 1 and Cleveland 1.
Are you game for a quiz? Then listen carefully, because the question won't be repeated. What does ARCO stand for? ARCO. Here are a few hints. Hint 1. Many of you recently received a credit card with the name ARCO on top. It replaced your Atlantic card. Hint 2. The ARCO card is honored by Hertz, Ramada, and Treadway Inns, Hyatt House Hotels, Hyatt Lodges, Travel Lodge Motels, Friendship Inns, Emmons Walker Inns Incorporated, and Superior Motel. Time's up. Anyone who figured out that ARCO stands for the petroleum products of the Atlantic Richfield Company gets an A. You see, when the Atlantic Richfield Company was formed, it made sense to have one national credit card good at thousands of service stations coast to coast. The name selected for the card was ARCO. And if you'd like to carry one, applications are waiting for you at all Atlantic stations. If there are no more questions, then class is dismissed.
Given up 4 home runs, and they've been important ones. The windup and the pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Sims steps out of the batter's box. Umpire John Flaherty calls timeout. No balls, 1 strike. Cumberland into the windup. The lefty delivers fastball. Foul. And we have a baseball. Here it is, American League.
Tell him how you got it on the bounce.
Rizzuto's yelling that I got it on the bounce. I don't know. Good thing. I'll tell you, I wasn't getting away with that one. Look at how dirty it is, Phil. I didn't know they used dirty baseball. Well, you know, it's just my luck I get a green. Oh, no. You're not...
Give it back to you.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a pop-up, coming back. And I think it's going to be out of play. Munson right to the screen, and he can't get it. It's about 2 yards up on the screen. So we finally got one here in Cleveland. That one looks like an egg. 0-2 the count. Duke Sims, the batter. It's a 1-1 game here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The windup by Cumberland. And the pitch. Sims reaches out and lines it over third. It's in the left field for a base hit. White's got a long run for it. He comes over near the line, up with it, and Sims holds it first. Nice play by White. He just reached out, and I honestly think it was accidental. I think he tried to check a swing. The ball hit the bat and went over third base for a base hit. So Duke Sims leads off the 4th inning for the Indians with a hit. And here's Tony Horton, who hit a home run, and what a shot it was his first time up. John Cumberland looking in to get the sign. Cumberland goes to the belt. Here's the pitch, outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The game is tied at 1 apiece. Cumberland over the head, brings it down to the belt. Here's the pitch, fastball, low, and it's ball 2. And Munson said that's enough. He calls time. Starts to walk the ball out. Cumberland off the hill to meet him. 2 balls and no strikes. The lights are on here in Cleveland. It's gotten rather dark and gloomy. Wind blowing in off the lake. John Cumberland to the belt. Here's the pitch. Swinging a pop-up foul into the upper deck. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 the count on Tony Horton. Cumberland checks the runner off first. Here it comes outside and high for ball 3. So John having a little bit of trouble now after the Yankees got even. 3 balls and 1 strike. A homer by Horton in the second, a homer by Clark in the fourth, and it's 1-1. But the Indians have a runner on, nobody out, and 3-1 on Tony Horton. Cumberland now goes to the belt. Sims with the lead off first. Here it comes, there it goes, fly ball down the right field line, going foul and back into the upper deck. So the count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bob Stenner, our producer, just autographed the baseball that I caught up here. As the stretch, the 3-2 pitch, foul ball. I will not tell you what he put on it. The count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Duke Sims on first, nobody out. Cumberland looking in. Now he goes over the head, brings it to the belt, checks the runner. The pitch to Horton, he pops it up foul over our heads and into the upper deck, and the count holds at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cumberland has given up 3 hits, and the Yankees have 3 hits. The total is identical, 1-3-0. Yankees won the opener 6-5. This one tied up. Cumberland and Horton dueling it out. The left-hander against the right-hander. Cumberland, the lefty, stretches. And the pitch. Swinging a drive. Hit deep to right. He may have another one. Woods going back. Right at the fence. Looking up. It is a home run. Tony Horton, the first time he has faced John Cumberland, has hit 2 home runs, and that gives him 6 on the season. 1 to left field, and that one to right field. All the runs have been as a result of home runs, and that is 5 home runs that have been hit off John Cumberland since he's been brought up. And it's a 3-1 ball game. They haven't been roughing up Cumberland for any big innings, but every game it seems somebody pulls one. And it's been just enough to beat him so far. That makes it 3-1. And Roy Foster steps in. Foster flied out to center field. He hit the ball well. And Mercer went back to the wall to corral it in the second inning. Tigers, the Indians leading it 3-1. Yankees go into Detroit tonight after this ball game. Here's the pitch. Foster takes outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Roy Foster. John Cumberland winds. And the pitch. Hit in the air, foul into the upper deck, and the count holds. 1 ball, 1 strike. Horton hit a 3-2 pitch out of here after fouling a couple off. The windup. And the pitch. In there, just above the knees for the call strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Roy Foster. Yankees won the opener 6-5, but it's 3-1 in favor of the Indians here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. John Cumberland goes into the windup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Way out ahead of a slow curveball. And Roy Foster strikes out. So Cumberland gets the first out here in the 4th inning. Bring up Rich Rollins, who hit a high fly ball that drops in front of Roy Wright for a base hit down the left field line his first time up. Rollins steps in. Rollins was a pinch hitter in the first ball game today. Here's the pitch. He swings and fouls it off into the upper deck. Strike 1. Rollins got a big base hit in that first ball game. Right now he's batting .222. Cumberland into the windup. The pitch. In for the call strike just above the knees is 0-2. So Cumberland now has settled down a bit after the home run by Horton. McDaniel was the winner in the opener, and Fred Lasher the loser. No balls, 2 strikes. Cumberland deals. The ball is swung on and popped up right behind the plate. I think Munson has a shot on it. Off with the mask. Coming back right to the screen. He's got it. Well, he had about 2 feet left. Thurman Munson stuck with it and made the catch, and there were 2 out. And now on Yankee Baseball, we pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Ray Fosse, the batter, now with 2 outs. First pitch is ball 1. Single, a home run, and then a strikeout and a pop out. So 2 in and 2 out. The Indians lead 3-1, trying to get a split in the series. Cumberland winds and delivers. Fosse takes high for a ball, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom half of the 4th inning, Cleveland leading 3-1. The Yankees will have Woods, Ellis, and Hanson in the 5th inning. John Cumberland, rookie from Maine, into the windup. Here it comes. There it goes. Line drive hit deep to left field. Right going back to the wall, and it is gone. That one got out of here like a shot. Another home run on third of the ball game. For Ray Fosse, his 3rd home run of the season. I want to tell you, that was a line drive. Went out like a rocket. White went back to the fence and could just watch it. So the Indians have unloaded with a single and 2 homers here in the 4th inning. Cumberland now to hide him, and inside brushes him back, ball 1. 6 home runs off John Cumberland now. This is the 7th game in which he has appeared. John winds and delivers, swinging a foul back. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Indians lead it 4-1. 2 homers by Horton and a home run by Fosse, accounting for all the runs. Horton had a man on when he hit his home run here in this inning. Cumberland into the windup and the pitch. Outside for a ball, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Heidemann hitting number 8 in the batting order. Flied out to left field his first time up. 2-1 the count. Thurman Munson flashing the sign. Cumberland winds. The pitch. Heidemann swings. There's one. Hit deep to left field. Down towards the line. It is high. Far and gone. Home run. Judge, they're going to run out of fireworks. 3 home runs here in the 4th inning for the Indians. Time has been called, and Dick Hauser is coming out of the Yankee dugout. There's been no activity out in the bullpen. Heidemann's first Major League home run, and the Indians are teeing off. That's 4 home runs in this game. Well, the pitcher, Barry Moore, is up now with 2 outs. In the meantime, Hauser's still trying to settle Cumberland down a little bit. John's been unable to get this last out. Fosse a homer, Heidemann a home run, and now Barry Moore is the batter. 5-1, the Indians lead. 3 home runs here in the 4th inning. Cumberland now to pitch to Barry Moore. The windup and the pitch. Moore takes strike 1 on the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. All the runs in this game are a result of home runs. 4 homers for the Indians, 1 for the Yankees. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. That ball was pulled a lot further than the first 2 here in this inning. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, 1 hop. Hanson has it on a 1 bounce. His throw to first in time. Nice play by Ron Hanson at shortstop. So the Indians get a nice hand from the crowd. They score 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 home runs. No Yankee errors and nobody left. At the end of 4, the Indians 5 and the Yankees 1.
When Atlantic Richfield Company discovered oil on the north slope of Alaska, the place we call the Arco Circle, it took 100,000 tons of supplies and equipment to get started. It took 100,000 tons of pipe, cement, drills, gravel, pockets, gloves, huts, heaters, tractors, ladders, radios, and orange juice. It took planes that carry 48,000 pounds and cost $4,000 a trip. It took 160 flights to set up 1 camp and 5 flights a day to keep it going. It took a specially constructed airstrip.
In short, it took the biggest civilian airlift in history. At Atlantic Richfield, we went all the way to Alaska so we can provide your local Atlantic dealer with the finest Arco petroleum products for your car.
Well, the Indians are going to make a change, and Craig Nettles goes into play third base, replacing Rich Rollins. As we go to the top half of the fifth inning, and the Yankees have got some catching up to do. It's 5-1. The pitch to Ron Woods on the inside corner, strike one, it's called. 19,421 is the paid attendance. 19,421. One strike to Woods. The next pitch, swinging a pop foul out of play. Third base dive, coming back into the lower deck. No balls and 2 strikes. 5-1, the Indians lead after the Yankees won the opener 6-5. And 2 to Ron Woods. The windup and the pitch inside for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Woods dropped down to 286 in the first game, and then he struck out here in the second game in the second inning. The pitch to Ron. Ground ball hit out towards second base. Leone over. He's up with it. Has to go to the pitcher just in time for the out. Horton was way over there. He actually was in front of Leone, and Leone really didn't have to move over to first base. It was hit right at the second baseman, and for some reason Horton took off and almost flagged that ball down. Fortunately for the Indians, Moore was alert, and he got over and he covered first base. 1 out. Here's John Ellis. 3 hits in the first game, including his first home run of the season. Yankees won that game 6-5, and they're down here by a score of 5-1. The pitch to Ellis. In there for the called strike, curveball, bent over, 0-1 to John. Barry Moore delivers. Ellis hits it foul outside of third, down the left field line, and the count is now no balls and 2 strikes to Big John. Ron Hampton is on deck. Only hitting the Yankees have done in this game was in the 4th inning. Clark hit a homer, then Mercer singled. White bounced into a double play, and Cater singled. 5-1 Cleveland. Ellis in a hole, 0-2. Moore delivers to him. Swinging a foul ball into the upper deck behind home plate. The count holds no balls and 2 strikes.
It's a strange thing, Bob, but the Giants have a new manager. And the Giants won their first game under their new manager 6-1. Charlie Fox. Tough to see Clyde King go. He's a great guy, but...
Here's the pitch, and it's high for ball one. It always seems that when a team does change managers, for some reason they win at least the first game, and normally they go on a little winning streak.
Right, that usually happens, just like with a new player coming to a team.
Little psychological boost. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Ellis, it's a high fly out to left center field. It's well hit. Buellander is over. He's under it, and he makes the catch for the out. 2 outs. Johnny just got a little bit under that one. 2 outs for the Yankees, and here's Ron Hampton. Hampton struck out in the 3rd inning. Ron only hitting 146, but he's had 11 walks. He's only been up 17 times officially, so he's been a big help for the Yankees this year. Ron up there now with 2 outs, nobody on. He belts it deep to right field. That one's hit a mile. Way back. High, far, and gone. Home run. Well, they're hitting the home runs in this ball game. That's 2 for the Yankees. The Indians have 4, and it's a 5-2 ball game. Oh, we've been saying the whole series how they brought in those fences, but nobody's been taking advantage of it until this second game. Ron Hampton, with 2 outs and nobody on, he went for the homer, no doubt about it.
That's his 101st home run of his career. I didn't realize he had that many.
Here's Cumberland, outside ball one. When he first came up with the White Sox, he had some big years. I think he had 22 one year, didn't he?
His top year was 22 with Baltimore, right, and then he had 20 with the White Sox.
Cumberland fouls it back into the upper deck, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Here in Cleveland, as we've been mentioning, they moved in the fence about 15 feet in both left center and right center. And the fence is 5 feet 6 inches tall, a little bigger than Phil. Swing and a miss by Cumberland. 1-2.
You're right. Listen, that souped-up baseball makes a little difference, too, Bob.
1-2 the count on Cumberland. Here's the pitch. John strikes out swinging, and this side retires. But the Yankees get one back on one hit. No errors, and nobody left on base. In the middle of the fifth, it's Cleveland 5 and the Yankees 2.
You know, last year the Yankee birthday parties for children were highly successful, so they'll be celebrated again here in 1970. Birthday celebrations for children include a delicious Schreff's birthday cake, an autographed birthday card with the signature of all the Yankees, and the birthday child's name on the center field scoreboard 20 minutes before game time. In addition, organist Eddie Layton will play Happy Birthday to You when the name appears on the board. Now, it's easy to arrange a birthday party. All you have to do is purchase a minimum of 8 $4 box seats or $2.75 reserved seats and leave the rest to the Yankees. Birthday parties can be ordered only through the mails and must be received by the Yankees at least 1 week before the date of the game you wish to attend. For complete information and easy-to-order order blanks, write to Birthday Party, New York Yankees, Yankee Stadium, Bronx, New York, 10451.
Well, we've got those 60,000 bats at Yankee Stadium, so nobody will be disappointed on Bat Day, Sunday, June the 7th. Mark down the date, all you boys and girls, 14 years of age and under, accompanied by an adult, get a lovely Little League bat on June 7th. Bob?
Bottom of the fifth inning, it's 5-2 the Indians after the Yankees won the first 6-5. Cumberland to Eulander. Foul ball right next door, strike one. Back downstairs. Boy, they're taking dead aim at us. We've had one in this booth already. And Herb score, and Bob Neal just missed that one. No balls at one strike. Can't get over how dirty this one is that I got, Phil. Here's the windup and the pitch. Foul ball right underneath us. No balls and 2 strikes.
They're coming right back at us. Just as lively coming back this way as they are going out fair. You didn't tell the folks that you caught that cleanly, Bob.
That's right. In my modesty, I didn't want to.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell them.
The pitch, inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees looking to take this series, but they're in a hole now by a score of 5-2. Cumberland's got to try and keep Cleveland close and hope the Yankees can come back. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Eulander is a high pop foul. I believe it's out of play. Munson and Ellis running over, but the ball is back in the seat. Right over the dugout and bouncing around. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count on Eulander. Eulander flied out to right field and grounded out to second base. Yankees won the opener 6-5. Cleveland leads here 5-2. We have had, 6 home runs in this game. The windup and the pitch. Swing and a high pop foul outside of third and into the stand. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yankees and the Tigers tomorrow night at 8:55, Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Cumberland into the windup. The pitch to Eulander. Swinging a ground ball to first base. Ellis has it, goes off his chest. Tries to pick it up and can't do it. And safe at first is Eulander. Ball took a big hop off Ellis's chest. And he tried to pick it up on the run, and he couldn't handle it. We'll wait and see how they score it. No announcement as yet from the official scorer. In the meantime, Eddie Leon steps in. And I guess they've scored a base hit because they have 6 hits up on the scoreboard. It is. There's the announcement. A single for Ted Eulander. There's the pitch, and it's bunted. Cumberland off the mound. Plays it to first. The sacrifice works. Ellis makes the catch, and there's 1 out. So Eddie Leon sacrifices the pitcher to the first baseman. With 1 out, Eulander goes to second base. Duke Sims the batter. And on deck is Tony Horton, who has 2 home runs and 2 at-bats. And right now it's Duke Sims who has struck out and singled. 5-2, the Indians lead. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Yankees won the opener 6-5. Sims, a big left-handed batter. Cumberland to the stretch. The pitch. Duke hits it foul into the upper deck on the third base side. No balls and one strike. Duke Sims, a converted catcher, been playing in the outfield in this series. And he has really hurt the Yankees with a couple of home runs and a couple more base hits. But his one that could have hurt the most was caught by Ron Woods in the ninth inning of the first ball game and turned into a double play. No balls, one strike. Cumberland's pitch. Curve outside, and it's 1-1. 5-2, Cleveland. Bottom half of the fifth inning. Baltimore beat the Red Sox 2-1 in the first game in 10 innings. A Brooks Robinson home run after they tied it in the ninth. Second game, no score at the end of one. Cumberland checks Eulander off second. His pitch, curveball, just misses outside. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike. And John Cumberland is well aware that Tony Horton is on deck. Fans, of course, would like to see Horton get up there with first base occupied. And it's not so easy to pitch around him. Cumberland peering in to get the sign. Now he goes to the stretch, brings the ball down to his belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit in the air out towards short right center field. Mercer cutting in front of Woods. Bobby is there, and he makes the catch. Mercer throws the ball on in, cut off by Ron Hansen. Eulander holds at second. 2 outs, and here's Tony. 2 home runs and 2 at-bats. Ron Hansen comes over to give Cumberland a few words of encouragement. They're going to walk him. You'll hear the boos now. All 1. As the third ball outside, and Tony Horton, who has gotten 2 homers in a row, now throws an intentional base on ball. You'll hear it now. Horton moves on down to first, and Roy Foster comes up. Now, Foster really looked bad his last time up. He swung very late on one of Cumberland's pitches, and he struck out. First time up, he hit it well. He flied out to deep center field. So Foster is up with 2 outs and 2 on. 5-2 Cleveland, bottom of the fifth. Yankees won the opener 6-5. Cumberland sets the pitch. Here it is, swinging and a strike 1. No balls and 1 strike. Cumberland's trying to keep Cleveland close. Yankees will have the top of the order up in the 6th inning. No balls, 1 strike. Cumberland with that ball behind his hip. Eulander on second. Horton on first. Cumberland to the belt. The 0-1 pitch. Just misses inside with a slow curve, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Indians leading 5-2. They've had 4 home runs in this game. The Yankees have had 2. Yankee homers by Clark and Hansen. Indian home runs, 2 by Horton, 1 by Foster, 1 by Heidemann. Foster the batter with the count 1-1. Cumberland to the belt. Pitch is inside. He ducks out of the way. 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball wasn't too far inside, but for some reason Foster quickly jumped out of the way. Dirty to home plate, and John Flaherty, the umpire, now does some housekeeping. 2-1 the count. John Cumberland has the sign over the head to the belt. Here's the pitch. He hits it off the hands, fouling onto the screen out of play, and the count is even at 2-2. That pitch was in tight, and he just hit the ball right above his hand. 2-2 the count. Cumberland hasn't given Foster many fastballs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foster has that front foot almost on the plate. Curveball hit on the ground at third. Cater with a nice pickup throw to second. Force play. He's out. And the side's retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. The end of 5. It's Cleveland 5 and the Yankees 2.
Well, they say no news is good news. But the Yankees have received quite a few letters concerning the 1970 Yankee yearbook. Here's one. We love the color photos of all the Yankees, especially Mel Stottlemyre, our favorite. That's from Mrs. T.S. in Forest Hills. Mrs. Stottlemyre. And Mr. B.P. of Darien, Connecticut says the 1970 Yankee yearbook has terrific action shots that remind me of all my visits to Yankee Stadium and the exciting ball games I've seen. And then Mr. J.K. of New Jersey writes, as I am bedridden and unable to attend Yankee games, my only contact other than radio or TV in the Yankee yearbook, and the 1970 is the best ever. Then we have one from a Mrs. Gamir in New Jersey who said, my husband really looks handsome with that crew-cut haircut. So we make everybody happy with the Yankee yearbook.
Yankees ready to go in the top half of the 6th inning. The ground crew has cleaned up the infield. And Horace Clark, who hit a home run, his second of the season in the 4th inning, will be the leadoff batter. 5-2 Cleveland as we go to the top of the 6th. Horace has struck out and hit a home run. Came into this game hitting .285. Clark, Mercer, and White. The windup. The pitch to Horace. Swings at the first pitch. Fly ball to left field. Duke Sims is waiting. Under it, and he makes the catch. Horace hit the first pitch over the fence in the 4th inning, and he tried to do it again. But Sims was able to corral it. 1 out. Bobby Mercer, who has walked and singled. Mercer had 2 hits in the first game. I tell you, it's been a long time since Bobby's hit a home run. He's had 5 for a long time. The windup. The pitch to Mercer. He belts this one to right field. It's down the line. It's a fair ball. Takes one big bounce up against the foul pole for a ground rule double. That's a ground rule. That's throwing the ball in the second. So the ball bounced up over the fence, and it hit the pole for a double.
May 30th, Bob. You were saying the last time. May what? May 3rd.
We haven't gotten to May 30th yet.
Hey, that's right. That's next Saturday. That's the Indianapolis 500.
Well, maybe he'll hit one on May 30th. Let's wait and see. Maybe Phil has some ESP.
See, May 3rd. Today is the 24th. 3 weeks exactly.
Very good. Here's Roy White. Roy has hit it to 2 double plays, and you don't see that too often because he's got a lot of speed. But he's wrapped the ball to shortstop twice. Last time was right at the bag at second, a high-bounding ball. Has the stretch. Moore turns it loose to White, swinging a foul ball back into the upper deck, strike 1. It's 5-2, the Indians, and the Yankees trying to come back. They came back to win the first one. They were down 2 runs. Here they were down 4. They've cut it to 3. They have Bobby Mercer on second, and 1 out. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to White. Fastball outside. Fossey thought it was in there. But umpire Flaherty said outside, and it's 1-1. Top of the 6th inning. Moore goes to the stretch. Checks Mercer. The pitch to White. Low curve, and it misses low. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yankees looking to take this series. They're even with Cleveland on the season series. Here's the pitch. Curve high, and he just misses again. 3 balls and 1 strike. Danny Cater is on deck. 3-1 the count to Roy White. Barrymore to the belt. Checks Mercer. Here it comes. High, ball 4. He's on. But down to first base goes Roy White. The Yankees have him on there. Mercer on second. White on first. 1 out, and here's Danny Cater. Cater grounded to second in the second, and he singled in the 4th inning. Danny 1 for 2 in the ball game, batting .298 coming in, so that'll put him just above the 300 mark. Fossey is out to speak to Barrymore. In the meantime, left fielder Sims and center fielder Ulandy get together. I don't know what they were discussing. If it's how to play Cater, they might as well forget it because he can hit to all fields. You've seen him pull the ball as he did the home run at the stadium the other night. We've seen him hit to right field, put it right on the foul line, dead center, right center, left center. He can hit everywhere. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, hit to third, maybe two. Throw to second for one, and it was a bad throw. Throw to first. It's still a double play. How do you like that? What a play made at second base by Eddie Leone. He had to come back for a bad throw, wound up, and Cater appeared to be very slow going down the line. I don't know, he might have slipped in the batter's box. But it's a double play, third to second to first for the Yankees. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one man left. We go to the bottom of the sixth to score Cleveland 5 and the Yankees 2.
So, word to the wise, go out and get your tickets. You see how exciting these games have been on the road and at home so far.
To the bottom half of the sixth inning, and the Indians lead it 5-2. Yankees had a good opportunity to go by the boards there. Cater wrapped it hard, but right at the third baseman Nettle. And his throw was right into the second baseman, and I've actually never seen a double play like that. Because Roy White went in hard, took him out of the play, and then he recovered his balance and still threw Danny out at first base. Pitch is inside for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Greg Nettles the batter. His first time up in the ball game. He went in as a defensive move. So Rich Rollins went 1 for 2. Cumberland delivers inside for a ball, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The Indians lead 5-2 after the Yankees won the opener 6-5. And Ron Klimkowski, who's pitched in the last 2 ball games, is warming up again for the Yankees out in the bullpen. Cumberland into the windup. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cumberland has given up 5 runs on 7 hits. But he's given up the 4 home runs. The 2-1 windup. The pitch. High for ball 3, 3-1. See, California beats the Minnesota Twins 6-5, so that'll tighten up that race a little bit. Make it a half game between the Twins and the Angels, with Minnesota up by a half game. 3 balls, 1 strike. Fastball hit on the ground out to second baseman Horace Clark. He gets a big hop head high. Throw to first in time, and there's 1 out. Nettles is out, second to first. And here's Ray Fosse, who hit a home run his last time up. Fosse and Heidemann getting set to come up, and they hit them back-to-back out of the park in the 4th inning. Last half of the 6th inning, Cleveland 5 and the Yankees 2. The windup and the pitch. Outside for ball 1, 1-0. Well, the Oakland Athletics starting to play ball. A lot of people picked them to win it before the season in the Western Division. They won the first game from the White Sox 5-1, and they're leading in the second 5-0 after 3. Curveball in just above the knees for the called strike, and it's 1-1. But oh, those Orioles winning the opener in 10 innings 2-1, and no score against the Red Sox after 2 in the second game. Cumberland into the windup. Here's the pitch. Fastball hit in the air. Deep to left. He's got another one. It's high, far, and gone. Well, Fosse has hit his second home run in a row, and the 5th home run for the Indians in 6 innings. Now here's Heidemann. Back in the 4th inning, he hit a home run right after Fosse. And I'm going to tell you, he's not about to lay one down. A windup and the pitch. High, ball 1. He'd fool everybody in the park if he bunted here. A windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and a big cut it was. 1 ball and 1 strike. So it's 6-2, the Indians lead. Out of the 5 home runs, 4 have been solo homers. Pitch is low for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. What do you think it is, Phil, about Cumberland's pitching that he's vulnerable to the home run?
Well, he's got such excellent control. That's the one thing. Robin Roberts had the same problem. He used to give up a lot of homers. You dig right in. You know that he's not going to be wild or throw at you.
Here's the pitch. There's a drive hit deep to left. White may have it. He's back near the fence. He's there, and he makes the catch. Well, he made the bid. But a long fly ball that Roy White corrals, and there are 2 outs. Now, Cumberland hasn't been belted all over the park. In other words, there haven't been a lot of singles, doubles, triples. That home run ball has killed him, and it hasn't only been in this game. Ted Savage hit one off him in Milwaukee. He pitched a fine game, and boom, he was out of it with a 3-run homer. Here's Barry Moore, left-handed batter. Ground ball hit the first. John Ellis up with it. Runs over, and he steps on the bag, and the side's retired. 1 run, 1 hit. There were no errors and nobody left on. At the end of 6, the score, Milwaukee 6 and the Yankees 2. Now on Yankee baseball, we pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Here in Cleveland, the Indians lead the Yankees by a score of 6-2 after New York won the first game 6-5. They'll give a rundown on the scoreboard and then bring the scooter in for the next 3 innings. Baltimore beat Boston 2-1 in the first game. Robinson's home run. Brooks hit it in the bottom of the 10th after the Orioles tied it up in the bottom of the 9th. At the end of 2.5, Boston and Baltimore no score in the nightcap, Steve against Beaver. Washington beat Detroit by a score of 6-4 in their ball game. Coleman the winner. The losing pitcher is Lolich. Oakland over Chicago 5-1 in the first game. Second game after 3.5, it's Oakland 5, Chicago nothing. Odom against Johnson. Don Mincher has hit home run number 11. What a ball player he's been for Oakland. California beat Minnesota 6-5 with a run in the 9th inning. Roger Repose hit number 7. Kansas City got 2 in the bottom of the 10th to beat Milwaukee 6-5. National League, the Cubs beat the Mets 3-1 in the first game. Mets lead 2-1 after 5 in the nightcap. 4-1 Los Angeles over Atlanta after 6 innings. The Phillies beat the Cardinals 6-5. Houston over Cincinnati 10-7. Now for the 7th inning, and Phil Rizzuto.
All right, Bob. Thurman Munson lines one up in right center field. That's going to be in, I believe. Yes, sir. It drops for a base hit for Munson. That ball had eyes. It was not hit too hard, but placed perfectly between Eulander and Foster. So Munson gets his first base hit of this ball game. He had 4 in the first game. And that's base hit number 6 for the Yankees. And I just got that feeling. The Yankees are going to explode for 3 or 4 very shortly. Funny how you get that feeling. All right, here's a stretch by Barrymore. Pitch to Ron Woods. High ball 1. Woodsy is struck out and bounced to second. The stretch. Pitch is hit high in the air, but to center field. Ted Eulander moving in under it. Ted's there, makes the catch, 1 out. That brings up Johnny Ellis. Johnny has bounced to second, fly to center. Ellis had his best day of the year in the first game with a single, a double, and a home run. And his home run was actually the winning run in the ball game. All right, Munson at first. Ellis hits one in the right center. That one's going to be in for extra bases. And that's hit against the fence. So Munson is being held up, and Ellis goes into second base with a stand-up double. That hand was for Tony Horton. It was not a spectacular play. He just cut off a ball that was being thrown in from the outfield. It would have been a perfect throw to the plate. Horton, who's really been cutting a pie today, especially on those home runs, he really puts on a show with that Horton strut.
Phil, the Yankees feel like you do that they may explode for a few runs here because they have Fritz Peterson warming up now in the bullpen, and he would come into this ball game if it gets close.
All right, here's Ron Hansen, who can make it real close. Hansen struck out in the third and homered over the right field fence in the 5th. And as we mentioned before, that was Hansen's 101st Major League home run. Now, that's a lot of home runs for a shortstop. Tall right-hand battle. One out. Runners at second and third. In a close ball game, Dick Hauser would have sent Munson in. Pitches inside, ball one. Thurman would have had a good chance to score, but when you're behind by 4 runs, anything might happen. You could slip rounding third and take yourself out of what might be a big inning. But the 2 youngsters are hitting that ball today. The pitch curved low, dug out by Fozzie. 2-0. I would say if there had been any doubt as to whether this ball is souped up a little this year or not, this doubleheader, I think, has taken any doubt away. Some of the balls that have been hit. Inside, ball 3, 3-0. Cumberland is on deck, but I doubt if John is going to get to bat. 3 balls, no strikes. The windup, the pitch, low, gets away from the catcher, but Munson does not come in. Runners hold. That ball went all the way back to the screen. The bases are loaded. Cumberland is being called back. He's not being called back. Yes, he is being called back. Hauser came over from third and gave him that, what I thought was a vote of confidence pat on the backside, but it wasn't. It was just to lead him, give him a little push towards the dugout. Pete Ward, who is a left-hand batter, is coming up to bat against the left-hand pitcher, Barry Moore.
You know, a lot of folks have mentioned what you just did, Phil, that the ball appears to be a little bit souped up this year, but the American League maintains that it is not. It's the same ball.
Well, if they took a poll of the pitchers, it would be 100%. The pitchers that I have talked to have all said the ball is lively. I heard one pitcher say he was holding the ball, and something started to come out of the C-seams of the ball. I don't know what it was that was coming out. It was like a Mexican jumping bean. He held it in his hand and was hopping around. All right, Pete Ward, the batter. Bases loaded. The potential tying run at the plate. Barry Moore winds. His pitch is a curve. Hit deep to center field. Uland is back. He's got a beat on it and makes the catch in front of the 400-foot sign. The throw in is second. Everybody advances. And what a slide by Ron Hansen. That was like a dying fish. He just fell down, and Alvin Dark is coming out as Ward hit one almost a grand slam. He hit it to the deepest part of this ballpark. Had he pulled it just 5 feet to the right, the 385-foot sign would have been gone, but he gets a sacrifice fly. A run batted in. It's now a 6-3 ball game. And we'll have a new pitcher coming on. Vince Colbert. That's who it is, Vince Colbert. There's some dope on him, Frank.
This young man was brought up about 10 days ago from Wichita. He was having a good season down there, 3-0. Pardon me. Colbert had won 3, lost none, and had 2 saves at an earned run average of 1.59. Colbert pitched in the first game of the doubleheader, which the Yankees won by a score of 6-5. Colbert worked to 3 men. He got Roy White on a ground out to first. Danny Cater flied to center. Then Thurman Munson drilled a base hit off of him, but Munson was thrown out trying to steal. So Colbert pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, and faced just 3 batters. He has had only 3 innings of Major League experience, including the 1 inning he pitched in the first game of the Twin Bill today. Looks like he'd be a strong lad, Phil. I don't have the...
That he does.
You see what size he is. He'll go 6 feet or better. He's from Washington, D.C. Quite an athlete at Eastern High in Washington, and that high school turns out some very fine athletes. I would have thought they might have had his dimensions in here somewhere, but I don't see them.
Is he listed in the book at all?
He's in the book, but it doesn't say what size he is. He was a non-roster player, I guess, this spring. Maybe that's why. I don't know. No, he wasn't either. They got the size of all the pitchers except for Colbert.
All right, Horace Clark is up there batting left-handed now against Vince Colbert. Runners at second and third. It's a 6-3 ball game. The pitch, line hard but foul. Oh, man, back into the seats. Foul by about 10 feet. Would have been a home run, but Horace just out in front. Hanson at second. Ellis at third. 6-3 ball game in favor of the Indians here in the top of the seventh. Horace is struck out, homered, and flied to left. Colbert winds. Pitch outside, 1-1. He's got a pretty good fastball, kind of sneaky fast. Johnny Ellis bluffs coming down the line. Colbert never looked at him once. There's a pitch, low ball, 2-1. A lot of times you get a rookie in there, he concentrates so hard on the hitter. Doesn't even look to see if there's anybody on third. But, of course, with a 3-run lead, doesn't have to worry about the man trying to steal home. Bouncer right at second. Up with the ball, Leon. Flips to first in time. But the Yankees do pick up a run. There were 2 hits. No errors, 2 men left. And at the end of 6.5, it's Cleveland 6, the Yankees 3.
This is Bing Crosby. I'm sight-saving chairman for the National Society for the Prevention of Blindness, urging you to take care of your eyes. You know, in the next 12 months, disease, accident, neglect, and ignorance will bring blindness to almost 35,000 Americans. Perhaps the saddest part of all is that half of these victims will go blind needlessly. Needlessly from cataracts, the leading cause of adult blindness, which can be cured by surgery more than 95% of the time. Needlessly from glaucoma, which can gradually rob you of your sight without pain or symptom, but which can be treated if detected. They'll go blind needlessly from childhood vision problems that could have been discovered by a complete eye examination. And from accidents, where correct eye and face protection could save thousands of people from blindness each year. Now, with your help, half of all blindness can be prevented. For more information, write Prevent Blindness, Box 426, New York, New York, 10019.
Fast, convenient, and you walk away with your ticket. That's Ticketron. Yankee tickets are now available at Ticketron outlets throughout the metropolitan area. Fritz Peterson comes on in relief for the Yankees. First time Peterson has relieved since 1968. He did not relieve at all last year. He did relieve, however, 2 years ago. So it is not a completely new experience for Fritz. He had 9 relief outings in 1968. He comes into the ball game with Cleveland leading 6-3. And to take a look at Peterson's record, he is scheduled to pitch the Wednesday night game in Detroit. And the fact that he's relieving in this one would not affect that, because this would be Peterson's day to throw on the sidelines anyway. Peterson with 6 wins and 2 losses. Got the win Friday night. He pitched less than 6 innings in that ball game, and with this being his due day to pitch on the sidelines anyway, it's not a bad idea to see him come on in relief, Phil.
Not at all, Frank. You're right. He pitched 5 2/3 innings. Fritz doesn't work too hard when he's out there. He's pretty cute out on that mound. Facing the top of the Indian order, Eulander, Leone, and Sims. Eulander 1 for 3, has an infield hit, swings and fouls one back, strike 1. Fly to right, bounce to second, and singled off Johnny Ellis's right shoulder. Left-hander Fritz Peterson, the Indians leading 6-3, bottom of the 7th. Fritz delivers a pop foul and out of play. New baseball out to Peterson. Yankees have been, I think, very fortunate in not being rained out of too many games. There have been several days where it looked like it was going to rain. We wouldn't even get part of one game in, and we've gotten double headers in. Curve outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. Peterson's curve over, and that was a good one. That was a big curveball. Eulander knew it. So Fritz strikes out the first man he faces, and here's Eddie Leone.
Leone has struck out, fly to left, and sacrificed. The lights have been on all during this second ball game. High foul. It might be playable. Coming over and making the catch, Ron Woods. He went a long ways for that one. It was in foul territory down by the Indian bullpen. Outside the foul line, and it's 2-away. And now Duke Sims struck out, single to left, fly to center. And on deck, Tony Horton. Indians leading 6-3. Peterson ready to pitch to the left-hand hitting Sims. It's right down the middle. Strike one called. Fritz gets the sign from Munson. Sidearm curve is low. 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Outside with a breaking pitch, 2-1. We had no wind during the first game. Second game, the wind came up for a while. Now it's gone. Legs hanging limp. The 2-1 delivery. Right down the middle, 2-2. Sims kicking the dirt down there. He was looking for a breaking pitch, and Peterson slipped the fastball right by him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fritz winds his curve swing and a miss, strike 3. And Sims throws the bat all the way back against the backstop. 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 7 full innings, it's Cleveland 6, the Yankees 3.
It isn't often that the American public gets a chance to vote for the car of their choice. Well, 600,000 Americans got their chance. In Car and Driver magazine's reader poll, 5 out of the 6 winners were Chevrolets. Chevelle, the best intermediate sedan. Chevelle SS 396, SS 454, best road car. Camaro, best sporty car. And Corvette, best sports GT and best all-around car. Those are the facts. And the facts leave no doubt as to where you get more car for your dollars. See your Chevrolet dealer. Drive home a winner.
We're celebrating spring and warm weather and blue skies and flowers at McDonald's. We're all prettied up for the season, and to make it extra special for you, we've got a gift for every youngster. A bright yellow Ronald McDonald Happy Cup, given free with the purchase of any 16-ounce Coke, orange, or root beer. This is the Happy Cup the youngsters have been seeing on TV, and as Ronald says, you can use it for lots of happy things. It's Ronald McDonald's Happy Cup. Be sure you get yours. Another reason we like to say, McDonald's is your kind of place.
Well, looks like there's a little rabbit in the ball in other games today, too. Just looking over the home run list, George Scott of Boston, Brooks Robinson of Baltimore, Rick Reichert of Washington, Bill Freehan and Jim Northrup for Detroit, and Don Mincher of Oakland, Roger Repos of California, George Mitterwald of Minnesota, Tommy Harper of Milwaukee, Hickman of the Cubs, Tony Perez hit his 16th, Darren Johnson, number 9, Larry Heisel, number 4, over in the National League, Sang Gian of Pittsburgh, Merle of San Diego, McCovey had a couple. There's nothing new in that, 14 and 15 for McCovey. Bobby Bonds.
All right, Frank. Bobby Mercer's had a perfect day in this second game. A walk, a single, and a double. Vince Colbert out on the mound, the right-hander, kicks, delivers to Bobby. It's low. 2 balls, no strikes to Mercer. The Yankees trailed 6-3. It'll be Mercer, White, and Cater. These are the men the Yankees want to see come up. We're in the 8th inning. Colbert delivers. There's a line drive back through the middle, but playing right there, Heidemann, and throws Mercer out. Colbert went down. That ball almost put a new part in his hair. I said he ducked just in time. But Heidemann was positioned perfectly over the bag to take a base hit away from Bobby Mercer. And now Roy White. Roy has twice hit into double plays and walked. Bill Kane and I and Frank Messer and all of us were saying that's probably some kind of a record. Roy White, I don't believe, has ever hit into 2 double plays in one game in his career. Takes his strike on the outside corner. On deck, Danny Cater. One sliced foul and out of play down the left field line. And had Roy gotten that fair, nobody would have got it. Duke Sims is playing him way over in left center field. Two strikes on White, 1 out, nobody on. 6-3, the Indians lead. The Yankees won the first game 6-5. Colbert ready. Off Fosse's glove. It was outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch line to left field, but foul. Now Roy going with that pitch. Top of the 8th inning. Red Sox scored 2 runs in the top of the 4th, but Boog Powell has homered in the bottom of the 4th. They've cut that margin in half now, 2-1. And he slaps one to left field. It's going to be in for a base hit and probably a double. White's around first. He'll dig for second, and he'll be in. And Roy White kept aiming that way. You hear that oh back there? That was Sandy Abbott. He saw the ball get by the second baseman and hit Roy White. But I doubt if he would have been able to advance. Tony Horton was over there. So you wasted an Sandy. A double for White. And now Danny Cater. Danny has bounced to short, singled, and hit into a double play. I don't know how to play Cater. I'll tell you, the way he swings that bat. He is some kind of a hitter. Right-hand batter. Doesn't stand with the feet too wide apart. Pitch by Colbert. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Danny sprays him all over. On deck, Thurman Munson. Barry Moore started this game for the Indians. Went 6 2/3. Next pitch, ground ball off the pitcher's hand. Heidemann up with it, goes to first in time, and that would have been another base hit. You give the pitcher an assist on that, the shortstop an assist, and the first baseman a putout. And Colbert just deflected that ball enough so that the shortstop could pick it up, moving to third, Roy White. The batter now, Thurman Munson. Thurman is fouled to the catcher, popped to second, and singled and scored a run. 2 men are out. 6-3, the Indians lead. Indians getting their bullpen ready.
Ellsworth. Dick Ellsworth.
Dick Ellsworth. Left-hander up there. Munson takes a strike. Thurman Munson looking for his first home run of the year. The 1-strike pitch. Ground ball hit hard. There's a base hit to center field, scoring Roy White. I tell you, the Yankees have hit the ball hard this inning. Mercer's ball could have been a base hit like a bullet. White's double. Cater hit a bullet off the pitcher's hand to the shortstop. Munson gets himself a big base hit. That makes it a 6-4 ball game. And the batter now, Ron Woods. Woods has struck out, bounced to second, fly to center. Potential tying run at the plate now.
They got Lasher up there with Ellsworth.
All right. Swing and a miss by Ron Woods.
Woodsy just does not look like the same hitter he was at the beginning of the year. He was stroking that ball to the opposite field and stroking it with power. Munson leads away. The stretch. There's a base hit line to center field. Munson goes to second base and holds up, and I'm telling you, there have been some bullets hit off this Colbert in this inning. 3 base hits, 1 run, and now Johnny Ellis, the batter. He's bounced to second, fly to center, and double to right center field. Little huddle out on the mound with Heidemann the shortstop and Colbert the pitcher. Alvin Dark has not made a move. And now he's making a move. Alvin Dark out in a hurry now. He's got Lasher and Ellsworth out there loosening up. And I believe the way this young man has been hit this inning, Mr. Dark might not leave him in the pitch to Johnny Ellis. Although he has not made a motion to the bullpen. And the way he's talking to the young man, nope. Started back.
Larry's given Dark a lot of time out there. Now he turns around on his own and goes back. Lasher had just started throwing out there. Ellsworth had been warming up, but Lasher had just started a moment ago.
All right, Munson is at second. Woods is at first. Lindy McDaniel is up in the Yankee bullpen again. Man. All right, Ellis ready. Here's the stretch by Colbert. Pitch to Ellis. Outside and low, ball 1. Indians 6 and the Yankees 4, top of the 8th. Don't go away. Anything can happen with this strong boy up there. The pitch. Check swing, ground ball. And it goes foul. Break for the Yankees. Oh, man. Johnny Ellis trying to check a swing. Ball hit the end of the bat. Rolled all the way down the foul line, about 2/3 of the way, and then just kicked foul. One ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 on. Cleveland 6 and the Yankees 4. And how about those Indians? 5 home runs in this second ball game. 2 by Horton, 2 by Fossey, and 1 by Heidemann. Yankees have a home run by Clark and a home run by Hansen in this second game. I'd like to add Johnny Ellis' name to that right now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. The stretch. The pitch low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Ron Hansen on deck. Colbert ready. Delivers, swing and a miss, 2-2, and he had a good cut of the breaking pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 men on. Johnny takes the helmet off, gets set in that batter's box. Ron Woods at first. Thurman Munson at second. Colbert gets a sign. To the belt. The pitch. It's deep to center field. Holy cow, way over the fence. And the Yankees go on first 7-6. And Bob Neal just fainted. And Bob Neal fainted. Revive him. The airplane thrown out. Anything goes. Look at the aeroplane right to home plate. Anything goes. Takes to run the house. 7-6, the Yankees lead. What a shot. That ball hit about 450 feet to straightaway center field. Go and slap a little fella in Bob Neal's feet. Oh, and Alvin Dark is sorry he didn't take Colbert out now. I tell you, Frank and I were talking about the Yankees. They knew they were going to bounce back. You talk about excitement. Johnny Ellis, a 3-run homer. The Yankees out in front, 7-6. Ron Hansen fouls the first pitch off, strike one.
There you go. All of a sudden, Ellis has just found himself. It's all come back to him.
I tell you, when we interviewed him between games, he said the secret was just choking up that 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't sound possible. But you know, Ellis is the kind of guy, that's a swing and a miss strike too, but he's so big and strong. If he gets hot, he can carry the Yankees for 2 or 3 weeks. The way the guys used to do. Mantle did it. He'd get hot for 2 or 3 weeks. Yogi and Bauer and DiMaggio. There's a pitch low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two out. Nobody on. The Yankees scored 4 runs here. There's the pitch outside. Evens the count at 2-2. I might have got carried away a little bit. Bill Kane just told me that. I said, oh, no, you know what I said? The drinks are on the house. Better not be at our bowling alley. There's a foul left of the plate. Peterson makes a one-hand grab. Anyway, you know why I said that? In Cleveland, matter of fact, in Ohio, I think there's a blue law. You can't have anything to drink on Sunday. Is that right? Where's Bob Fischel? He knows all about Cleveland. Yankees lead 7-6. Colbert winds. The pitch is bounced slowly down the third base line. It stays fair. It's a hit, but it kicks foul. You know, the 2 men they made out hit 2 of the hardest balls of the inning, Frank. You know that?
They certainly did, Mercer and Cater. They were both base hits when they left the bat. The one Mercer hit, it looked like it took the cap right off Colbert, the pitcher. I'll tell you something. That may have had something to do with the rest of this inning, too.
Hey, you're right, Frank. The line drive that Cater hit off his hand.
And then the line drive off his hand. That's very true.
That's right. And 2 singles in the homer by Ellis. Hansen with the count 2-2. The pitch is fouled back. And we pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
All right, again, the 2-2 delivery. Inside, he held up in his swing, and it's 3-2. Well, Alvin Donk, as Frank told you, had Dick Ellsworth and Fred Lasher loosening up. And it appeared like he was stalling for time.
That's what I thought. He wanted to get Lasher a couple of more throws out there.
The payoff pitch, ground ball hit back to the pitcher. He jumps, got it. Throw to first in time, but not before the damage was done. 4 big runs on 4 hits. No errors, nobody left. And at the end of 7.5, it's the Yankees 7 and the Indians 6.
May is Bicycle Month, your chance to make the free move, the way to recapture health, peace of mind, fun, and complete relaxation. Bicycling, the individual and the family outdoor sport. Bicycling, America's #1 participation sport. This is Bicycle Month, a perfect time to exercise your right to make the free move. Join the over 60 million adults and youngsters who are now riding bicycles. The best way is to join the newest bicycle club in the capital area, the Mohawk Hudson Wheelmen. Join their afternoon trips, weekend tours, and long-distance runs. All part of the club's activities. Send a card addressed to Bikes, care of WGY Schenectady, and an application will be sent to you. In the meantime, get back on a bike. Everyone's doing it. May is Bicycle Month, a good time to make the free move. And 2, you'll help the solution to air pollution.
Well, I was just trying to think of the last time I saw 8 home runs in a single ball game. It's been a while.
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember when I've seen that many home runs. Well, they've done it again. They put in Jerry Kenny at third base, moved Danny Cater to first, and have taken Johnny Ellis out. Oh, I hate to see that young man leave a ball game now, as hot as he is. All right, Fritz Peterson pitching to Tony Horton, who has 2 home runs. Lines one deep to right field. Woods back, leap, can't get it. Another home run for Tony Horton.
Woods hurt himself on that one, too, Phil. He caught his foot under the fence, tried to jump, and instead of going up, he went down, and he's limping a little bit on his right ankle. I believe he caught his left ankle. I believe he caught his left foot under the fence and could not jump for it.
You know, Frank, I believe had he not caught that foot under the fence, he might have caught that ball. He started to try and jump, and as you say, that fence kept him down. He couldn't get up in the air. Oh, this is unbelievable. I thought that first game was a nail-biter, cliffhanger job, but this one, with these long balls. Now, how many home runs, Frank?
9 in the ball game now.
That one's hit the left field, but off the end of the bat. Every time a ball's hit in the air, now everybody stands up. That one's caught by Roy White in left field. The ball game is tied 7-7. That home run by Horton was a line drive over the right field fence.
Last time a Cleveland Indian player hit as many as 3 home runs in a ball game, it was Willie Kirkland in 1961 against Chicago. Rocky Colavito has the club record 4 in a game.
There's one popped up to the right side. Cater is calling for it. And Danny makes the catch. It's 2 out. All right, Ray Fossey, who has lined is short and home is twice. Fossey has 2 homers. Horton has 3 homers. Heidemann has a home run. 6 home runs. See, am I missing any? There's a pitch low, ball 1. 3, 6. 6 home runs by the Indians. 1, 2, 3 home runs by the Yankees. There's a curve over. Strike call, 1-1. Peterson's pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fritz Peterson. Winds, kicks, delivers, outside, 2-2. So Peterson and Colbert are the pitchers of records now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Peterson winds his pitch, a curve, bouncing ball is short. Big hop to Ron Hansen. Fires to first in time. But that man, Tony Horton, did it again. 1 run on the homer. Nobody left, and at the end of 8 full innings, it's the Yankees 7 and the Indians 7.
We are having a Brazilian towel dance in celebration of the Brazilian towel sale at your Atlantic service stations. Import a Brazilian bath towels in an elegant jacquard weave for only $1.29. Oh, and the beach towel for only $2.99. And get this, amigo, when you buy the bath mat for only $2.49, you get a hand towel free. Ay, ay, ay. Each towel comes in avocado or gold. You can get one with every purchase of gasoline at a participating Atlantic station. Pretty soon, you'll have enough for your own Brazilian towel dance. Oh, you don't know how? It's simple. You dance to the rhythm of drying your back with a towel.
No purchase required in New Jersey.
At the Atlantic station.
Well, they're getting the record books out now, Phil, as the home runs keep piling up in this ball game, and it's not close. I think
Pretty close.
It's pretty close. 8, 11 for 2 clubs.
11 for 2 clubs.
And 8 for 1 team. in a single game, I believe. And if anybody was wondering when the home runs were going out earlier in the game, the record for a pitcher giving up home runs in a ball game, I believe, was 6.
Right. All right, for the Yankees, Gene Michael will come up and bat for Fritz Peterson, and Dick Ellsworth is on the mound. A 7-7 ball game, and boy, these people have gotten their money's worth today. They had a thriller in the first game. The Yankees won at 6-5. I said that 3 times already. You're not listening. Yes, sir. Plenty of excitement. This whole series has been crammed with excitement. The game last night, rather yesterday afternoon, 13 innings. Friday night. All right, Gene Michael, batting right-handed against Dick Ellsworth. We're in the top of the ninth. It's all tied 7-7. Ellsworth winds. His pitch, low, ball 1.
You know, when Dick Hauser or Jim Turner, whoever does it, reports this ball game to manager Ralph Houck, he's going to say, "You got to be kidding."
That's right. After that first one, there's a base hit for Michael, line to left. Duke sends down on one knee up with it, and Gene Michael pinch hits a line single to left field. And now Horace Clark. Horace 1 for 4, but that one hit a home run in the 4th inning. He has also struck out, fly to left, bounce to second. Tony Horton holds the bag against Michael. Lindy McDaniel comes in from the bullpen now. Lindy relieved in the first game and was the winning pitcher. The stretch. The pitch almost hits Clark, ball 1. Fred Lasher, submariner, is up in the Indian bullpen. Clark was not ready to bunt that time. Here's the stretch. Not ready to bunt now, and it's outside, ball 2, 2-0. Bobby Mercer on deck. Nobody out. Score tied 7-7 in the 9th. Here's the stretch. The pitch low in the dirt. Nice play by Fosse, but that's ball 3, 3-0. A 3-0 count. Now you know Clark will be taken all the way. The 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, 3-1. Now let's see what the Yankees put on. It could be the bunt. It could be the take. It could be the hit and run. 3-1 the count. Michael leads away. Ellsworth sets. The pitch is fouled back out of play, and Michael was not going. So now it's a full count, and now I would have to say that Michael will be going. I don't have to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. 3-2. The stick leads off first base. The stretch. He doesn't go. The ball is hit deep to left field, but it's curving. And just foul. Holy cow, how that ball missed the screen alongside the foul pole, I'll never know. Oh, this is unbelievable today. You couldn't write a script to make a movie the way this ball game is going. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Ellsworth shakes off one sign. Now he sets. The pitch is popped up in the shallow right center. Could be trouble. Could be trouble, and caught by Foster on the dead run. Oh, Foster was looking for Eulander to make that catch. When he saw Eulander couldn't get to it, he had to put on the speed and just did catch up to him. Bobby Mercer, the batter. Bobby has walked, single, double, bounced to short. All right, they give Bobby a lot of room down each line. The left-hander stretches the pitch to Mercer as strike on the outside corner. 1 out. 7-7 the score in the top of the 9th.
Horton holds the bag against Gene Michael. On deck, Roy White. Ellsworth sets. Pitch is high, 1-1. Ellsworth ready. Curve bunted down third, but foul. Oh, man, Mercer could have walked to first base had he gotten that ball down fair, and Bobby swings his arm in disgust. He had the third baseman way back, and he got a curved ball just outside. A perfect ball to bunt. Try to make it too perfect. So the count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One out, 7-7 the score. Yankees won the first game 6-5. Stretch by Ellsworth. The pitch hit down the left field line, and it curves. Oh, just foul again. It looks like a magnet down there drawing that ball foul just before it gets to the foul pole.
Never seen 2 balls come that close to a foul pole in 1 inning. They both just missed by inches.
Right. One a right-hand hitter, one a left-hand hitter. Oh, boy. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Michael at first. He led off the inning with a pinch hit single. Ellsworth stretches. The pitch almost hit Mercer. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out. A lot of room down that left field line for Bobby. Here's the stretch. The pitch sliced foul, and Dick Hauser didn't know which way to move. Almost ran right into that foul ball. So it's still 2-2. And Mercer really hanging in there as Ellsworth trying to nick that outside corner. Tries to crowd Bobby and then nick the outside corner. So it's 2-2. Michael leads away. Ellsworth sets, comes to the belt. Kicks, delivers low and outside, and it's a full count. Now, the last time they did not have Michael going on a 2-3-2 pitches to Horace Clark. One he fouled off, one he popped up. You'd almost have to bet he was going to run on this 3-2 count. All right, Ellsworth ready. He doesn't go again, and the ball is lined to center field, but right there, Eulander, and makes a running catch. Michael has to hurry back. Slides back into first, and Mercer hit that ball a ton. The only thing is he didn't get it up in the air. He hit a line drive that Ted Eulander made a fine play on. Hit right on the button. It's 2 out. And now Roy White has hit into 2 double plays, has walked and doubled. 7-7 the score in that top of the 9th. Stretch by Ellsworth. Pitch to Roy White is in there. Strike 1 call. Ellsworth ready again. High and outside, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 out. Pitch is low, 2 balls and a strike. On deck, Danny Cater. Indians scored 4 runs in the 4th. Yankees scored 4 runs in the 8th. Now the 2-1 delivery. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gene Michael on first base. The pitch to White. He gets a base hit to right field, and Michael might score. No, he's going to second base, going to third base. They're waving him in. The throw to the plate is there, and Michael is out. They sent him in. A double for Roy White, but the throw was a perfect throw from the right fielder. Roy forced a one-hop to Ray Fosse, and he blocked the plate on Michael, and he tagged Gene pretty hard right in the face. So, a lot of excitement. Double a right for White, and Michael is out from 9-2. So for the Yankees, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, a man left, and at the end of 8 1/2, it's the Yankees 7 and the Indians 7.
Nothing is more important to the life of your engine than the oil you put in. That's why at Atlantic Red Ball stations, your dealer doesn't just promise to check your oil, he guarantees it. In fact, if an Atlantic Red Ball dealer doesn't check your oil or clean your windshield, weather permitting, you get your gasoline for free. Red Ball service is your Atlantic's dealer's way of assuring you of good service, so that you get the same good service when you're on vacation as you get at home, so that you get the same treatment from a dealer who doesn't know you as you do from the guy in your own neighborhood. The details may vary slightly from state to state, but the quality of Red Ball service never varies. If it does, you don't have to pay. Atlantic Red Ball service. You're ahead even when you don't get it.
McDaniel comes on to pitch for New York. The Yankees do not have a shortstop on the field, so we'll just have to wait and see whether Gene Michael will be coming out. As Phil told you, Michael barreled into Fosse, tried to knock the ball loose, and Fosse slapped a hard tag up around his face. So we'll just have to wait now and see who will be at shortstop. Lindy McDaniel was the winning pitcher in the first game of the doubleheader this afternoon. The Yankees won it by a score of 6-5. McDaniel in that ball game pitched 2 1/3 innings, gave up 3 base hits. And Ron Hansen comes out to play shortstop.
You know, I actually believe that Gene Michael would have been the shortstop and stayed in the game, but as you said, Frank, I think he got hurt on that slide to the plate. Fosse tagged him pretty hard.
That's Fosse. I'll tell you something. He didn't budge a bit when Michael went charging into him.
No.
Because Gene didn't slide. He just put his shoulder down. He was just trying to knock the ball loose. As you have to on a play like that, you're out by 10 or 12 feet. And he didn't budge Fosse 1 inch.
Nope. All right, Jack Heidemann, who is lined to left, homered, and flied to left the batter against Lindy McDaniel. A tie ball game, 7-7. Check swing foul, strike 1. We were talking about that play, and that's the natural play, to send a runner in on that tight base hit by Roy White, even though Michael was coming all the way from first. And as it turned out, Roy Foster made a clean pickup and a beautiful throw. It had to be perfect to get Michael, and it was. Had it been up the line a little more or towards the foul side of home plate a little more, Michael would have scored. So you got to take those chances. Hauser took it. It didn't pay off, but it's still tied. A 1-1 count on Heidemann in the bottom of the 9th. McDaniel kicks, delivers. It's a little bit low. 2 balls and a strike. Heidemann, a right-hand batter. Lindy's pitch fouled off the umpire's chest protector. 2-2. He was going for the seats that time.
Yep.
Chuck Hinton is on deck. Too bad for Dick Ellsworth. 2 balls, 2 strikes on young Jack Hardiman. Lindy McDaniel's pitch, ground ball to his right, Hanson. A long throw, in time by a step. Very nice play by Hanson. Wasn't flustered at all, and he had a long throw to make. And now Chuck Hinton, batting for Dick Ellsworth. 1 out in the bottom of the ninth, all tied 7-7. Chuck, a right-hand batter. Lenny McDaniel, as we told you, relieved in the first game and was the winning pitcher. He relieved in yesterday's ball game and was the losing pitcher. Oh, am I right or not? No, he wasn't. Hamilton was the losing pitcher in yesterday's game. There's a curve back to the screen. McDaniel did relieve yesterday, but he was not the losing pitcher. He gave up the home run, I believe, to Duke Sims, his second home run. That pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes.
That was the only home run hit off McDaniel so far this year. That Duke Sims homer that tied the ball game. He pitched 2 innings yesterday, 2 1/3 innings in the first game of the doubleheader today. There is one fresh man in the Yankee bullpen. Of course, you'll have to be saved for the Detroit series. That's Jack Aker.
The pitch is fouled upstairs and out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's right. Jack just pitched to a couple of men, didn't he?
He threw 4 intentional pitches to walk a man intentionally, and then Heidemann hit the 1 strike pitch, I believe it was, or the 1-1 pitch for the base hit to won it.
All right, 2-1 the count on Hinton. 1 out. 7-7, bottom of the ninth. That pitch nicks the corner, and it evens the count at 2-2. Home runs have been flying all over Municipal Stadium today. 6 by the Indians, 3 by the Yankees in this second game. McDaniel winds his pitch a little bit low, 3-2.
The Yankees had 2 home runs in the first game, Roy White and John Ellis homering.
All right, McDaniel ready. The payoff pitch, ground ball hit the short. Hanson to his left. Up with it. Fires to first in time. 2 real good plays by Ron Hanson. He has had the last 3 chances. The last out in the bottom of the 8th and the first 2 here in the 9th. And now Ted Eulander is 1 for 4 in this second game. Fly to right, bounced to second, singled and struck out. The Mets and the Cubs split their doubleheader by identical scores. The Cubs won the first game 3-1. The Mets won the second one 3-1. What's happening in that Red Sox-Baltimore game? There's a ground ball, base hit to left field. Roy White up with it, and Eulander went the opposite way with that breaking pitch. It's raining down in Baltimore. The game is being held up. All right, little huddle out on the mound with Eddie Leon up there. Leon is 0 for 3. Struck out, fly to left, sacrificed, and fly to right. McDaniel and Munson talk it over, and they got to watch Eulander for a potential steal with 2 outs. And the score tied 7-7.
In this situation in the first game of the doubleheader, they did have Eulander running, and the pitch was fouled out. Eulander has stolen 2 bases. He is a good base runner, though.
All right, Frank, we'll keep an eye on him. Cater holding him close. They try to steal off McDaniel. Here's a stretch by Lindy. Throw over there. That was a soft toss over there. Not his good move. 2 men out. 7-7, bottom of the 9th. Here's the stretch. The pitch is low. Nice play by Munson. Ball 1. Guarding the line at third. Cater on the bag at first. McDaniel sets. Checks the runner. The pitch low and outside. Ball 2.
This is the man, McDaniel, you would figure has to get Eddie Leon because the left-hand hitter, Duke Sims, who has been just as hot as he can be in this series, is the next batter.
You're so right, Frank. Let's see what he does. He's worried, too, about Eulander at first. And not able to pay as strict attention as he'd like to Eddie Leon up at the plate. Stretch by McDaniel. His pitch is in there. Leon taken all the way, and Eulander bluffing his tail. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two men out, all tied 7-7. Yankees won the first game 6-5. Stretch by McDaniel. The pitch, a bouncing ball at second. Clark comes in up with it. Flips to Hansen, who throws to first. They didn't have to. They got 4 out that inning, so 1 counts for the next inning. I don't know what was going on there, but anyway, no runs, a base hit, no errors, a man left. And at the end of 9 full innings, it's 7-7. And now Frank Messer will give you the scores and carry you along for the next 3.
All right, Phil. Baltimore shaded Boston 2-1 in 10 innings of their first game on a home run by Brooks Robinson in the 10th. George Scott had homered for Boston's run. Second game, Boston leads 2-0 in the bottom half of the 4th, and it's raining in Baltimore. Make that 2-1 because Powell had homered before the rain started. So it's 2-1 Boston, and it is raining in Baltimore. Washington beat Detroit 6-4. And let's see, in the Oakland-Chicago doubleheader, the first game went to Oakland 5-1. Oakland leading 5-2 at the end of 7 innings in the nightcap. California at Minnesota, and the California Angels edged the Minnesota Twins 6-5 in a single game. Kansas City, in 10 innings, defeated Milwaukee 6-5. In the National League, the Cubs and the Mets split 3-1 decisions. Hands beat Seaver in the first game as Chicago won it. The Mets came back behind Nolan Ryan's 2-hitter to win the nightcap 3-1, and Decker was the loser. Los Angeles 8, Atlanta 1 final score. Foster the winner, Pappas the loser. The Phillies shaded the Cardinals 6-5 in 10 innings. Houston over Cincinnati 10-7 at the Astrodome, despite Tony Perez's 16th home run. Pittsburgh shut out Montreal 3-0, a 3-hitter for Bob Beal. It was San Francisco 6, San Diego 1 in the first game. San Diego leads the Giants 3-0 at the end of 4 in the nightcap. All right, Danny Cater will lead off as we go to the 10th inning of this ball game, tied 7-7. Cater is 1 for 4. Goes after the first pitch. It's a one-hopper to third. Nettles has and throws him out. So Cater, first ball hitting, skips out to the third baseman, Greg Nettles, with Fred Lasher now pitching for the Cleveland Indians. Third game in a row in which Lasher has appeared. Thurman Munson comes on, fouled out to the catcher his first time, popped up to second in the 4th inning, but since then he's had 2 solid base hits up the middle, and he's scored 2 runs. Munson has also driven in a run. Right-hander Fred Lasher winds, sidearm pitch is butted down the first baseline. Lasher is after it. He's up with an underhand flip in time and a close play at first base, and Munson is out. Lasher to Horton, 1-3.
Frank Munson thought he could get away with something there. He saw that Lasher was coming off the mound to the third base side with that sidearm pitch, and he just tried to push it down the first baseline, and he just missed by about a half step.
All right, now Ron Woods. Woods is 1 for 4 in this game. Jerry Kenney comes out on deck. He bats in the spot that was occupied by John Ellis. And the first pitch is over to Ron Woods, strike 1. 7-7 ball game in the top half of the 10th inning. Fred Lasher to the windup. Submarine pitch, misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The way Lasher throws, his fastball and his curve have a tendency to rise as they come in. He's ready to work again and deals. Strike called. Woods was backing away from the plate, and the pitch got the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jerry Kenney on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Woods, way outside, and the count evens at 2-2. Yankees have 7 runs on 13 hits. Cleveland 7 runs on 10 hits. There have been 9 home runs in the ball game, 6 by the Indians, 3 by the Yankees. 2-2 pitch to Woods. He swings and lines a base hit to left field. Duke Sims chases the ball down. Ron Wood's going to go for second. Here comes Sims throw the slide. He's out at second. Woods is thrown out from Sims in left to the shortstop Heineman. A single, and he's out. 7-6. So for the Yankees in the top of the 10th, no runs, 1 hit. There were no errors, nobody left. At the end of 9 1/2, the score is New York 7 and Cleveland 7.
Oh, we've certainly had a great series, the Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. Friday night, the Yankees jumped off to a 3-run lead and then went on to win it. And yesterday's game wasn't decided until the bottom half of the 13th inning. First game today, a thriller right down to the bottom of the 9th. The tying run just 90 feet away on third base when the Yankees won 6-5. And here, this game, now in the middle of the 10th inning, all even with 9 home runs in it. So come on out to Yankee Stadium. And incidentally, the Cleveland Indians will be in the month of June. They'll be in for a weekday doubleheader on June the 24th, an afternoon doubleheader on a Wednesday afternoon. So mark that date down. The Yankees and the Cleveland Indians. And then the following night, the Cleveland Indians will be in Yankee Stadium as well. This is shaping up as quite a rivalry this year, the way these clubs have been playing. They played one wingding of a doubleheader at Yankee Stadium back in the month of April. And they'll have another one on the 24th, the Yankees and the Cleveland Indians.
All right, Bob, we'll watch Lindy McDaniel take his warm-up throws, and Duke Sims will be the leadoff hitter for the Cleveland Indians in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Sims, Horton, and Foster. And right now on New York Yankee baseball, we pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Duke Sims is 1 for 4 in this game. 6 for 14 in the series, left and right. It was his throw from left field that cut Ron Woods down at second base, trying to stretch a single into a double. Still a good play with 2 outs in a tight ball game like this. Woods figuring that Sims, not a regular left fielder, might not be able to get him. First pitch to Sims, swing and a miss. Sinking fastball from Lindy McDaniel, strike 1. On deck, Tony Horton, who has 3 home runs in 3 times at bat in this game. 3 official times at bat. In the 5th inning, he was intentionally walked. Homered in the 2nd, homered in the 3rd, threw the walk in the 5th, and homered in the 8th. 7-7, bottom of the 10th. McDaniel winds, and the pitch to Sims. He checks his swing and bounces a foul off to the right side, strike 2. We remarked earlier the last time Sims hit against McDaniel, he homered to tie up the ball game yesterday and sent it to 13 innings. It's already tied here, and we're in the 10th. Gator just about a foot inside the line, deep at first base. Here's the pitch. Sims rocks another one foul, this one into the Cleveland dugout. Ron Woods very deep out in right field. Bobby Mercer comes over toward the alley, and Roy White is in left center. And White is deep. Horace Clark back in the right field grass. The pitch. Hit high in the air, deep to right field. Woods going back, watching it. It is caught! It's caught! Woods caught it! Out of the seats, he caught it!
An unbelievable catch by Ron Woods. Fastball was actually in the seats, and he jumped over the fence. It's 5 feet 6 inches tall, and he caught the ball.
What he did, I had the binoculars on him. Woods went up in the air, got it in the heel of his glove, brought it back, and then grabbed it a second time and squeezed it. One away, and here is Horton, 3 for 3, all up out of the park. He takes a strike. Martin hit 2 home runs off John Cumberland, and the other one off Fritz Peterson. It was the only hit off Peterson in 2 innings. Ball 2 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. The windup by McDaniel, the pitch. Popped up in the shallow left. Back goes Hansen. He's got it, and there are 2 down. Ron Hansen, backpedaling, retires Horton, 2 away. And now Roy Foster is the batter. Foster flied to center, struck out, grounded to third, and flied to left. I wonder how many people listening to this ball game think we're making it up. It's just unbelievable. The windup by McDaniel, the pitch to Foster. Strike, 1 is called. A dipping fastball again. Lindy ready to work. Brings it. Foster swings and fouls it off the plate. Thurman Munson went down the third base line, grabbed the ball, but he was in foul territory. Draws no balls, 2 strikes on Roy Foster. Yankees at one stage of the game were down 5-2, then 6-3. Wind up and the pitch. Hit on the ground is shortstop. Hansen gobbles it up. Pegs on to Cater at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across. And at the end of 10 full innings, the score is New York 7 and Cleveland 7.
All right, attention all you Little League coaches. Here's your opportunity to supply your team with official Little League bats. The popular Bat Day will be held on Sunday, June the 7th at Yankee Stadium. And all the youngsters 14 and under and accompanied by an adult will receive an official Little League bat with the Yankee signature. It's always one of the big Yankee Stadium events. So don't waste any time. Order your tickets now at all the Yankee ticket offices or through the mails at Ticket Director, Yankee Stadium, the Bronx, New York. Reserved seats are $2.75. The box seats are $4. That's Sunday, June the 7th, Bat Day, a 2 o'clock game, the Yankees and the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox will be in for 2 games before Bat Day, Friday night, June 5th, Saturday afternoon the 6th, Bat Day the 7th, and then the Minnesota Twins, the night games on the 9th and the 10th, Tuesday and Wednesday night. Well, it's been a fantastic series here in Cleveland and a fantastic pair of ball games today. The Yankees winning the first as Ron Woods made a great catch in the 9th inning. And Ron Woods saved the ball game here to just pull the ball out of the seats in the bottom half of the 10th inning. So, as we go to the top half of the 11th inning, Ron Woods does not lead off. Jerry Kenney does, and here's Frank.
All right, Jerry Kenney up for his first time in the ball game. John Ellis had a double and a home run in this spot of the order, 2 for 4. Kenney takes a strike over the outside corner. When the Yankees went ahead 7-6, Dick Hauser pulled Ellis, moved Cater to first, put Kenney in at third for the defensive measure. But then Cleveland came right back to tie it up. 1 strike pitch to Kenney, over but low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rain stopped in Baltimore. They're playing again, tied 2-2 at the end of 4.5. Boston 2, Baltimore 2, end of 4.5. Fred Lasher tosses the rosin bag down. Into the wind, the pitch. Kenney takes low and outside. Lasher came on to start the top of the 10th. Got Cater on a ground ball, Munson on a ground ball as Thurman tried to bunt himself on. Then Woods singled to left, and Duke Sims threw him out, trying to stretch it into a double. Lasher's next pitch to Kenney. He swings and he misses. Strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Ron Hansen is on deck. And Jack Aker has started to work down in the Yankee bullpen. Two pitch to Kenney. He lines it out into right center field. It's going to be a tweener. And it bounces all the way to the wall. Kenney digging hard on his way to second base. And he pulls up at second with a double. Two-base hit for Jerry Kenney. The 8th extra base hit in the ball game for the Yankees. 5 doubles and 3 home runs out of the total of 15 hits for New York. And now Ron Hansen, the batter, has a little chat with Coach Dick Hauser before he steps in. Hansen has struck out, homered, walked, and bounced back to the pitcher. Hansen hit his home run, his first as a Yankee, with 2 outs in the 5th inning. That was the Yankees' second run of the ball game.
Of course, the Indians just got Fred Lasher from the Tigers, and Lasher has already lost 1 game today. His overall record is now 1-4. The Yankees touched him up for a run yesterday.
All right, Ron Hansen, right-hand hitter. Jerry Kenny at second. And the pitch, he bunts it down the first baseline foul. Now Hansen tried to bunt Kenny over to third base, fouls off the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Gene Michael is on the bench in the Yankee dugout with what appears to be an ice bag on his knee. Right knee, left knee, right knee. He collided with Fosse in a play at the plate earlier in the game, and it was quite a collision. Hansen waiting. No ball, 1 strike pitch will be coming from Lasher. Kenny at second. Here it is. Hansen takes it for a strike called. He was squared to bunt, pulled the bat away. No balls and 2 strikes. Michael led off the 9th inning with a single to left field, and then tried to score on Roy White's double. Fosse had him, and Michael tried to knock the ball loose. They had quite a collision. Michael came out second best. The pitch, inside and low, a ball and 2 strikes. Of course, Fosse had all the equipment. He had a perfect throw from the right fielder, Roy Foster. Had plenty of time to take the throw, plant his feet, set himself, and make the play. Mike Paul now throwing in the Cleveland bullpen. Here's the pitch to Hansen. Gets it on the ground to third. Up with it is Nettles. Throws to first in time. Kenny cannot move up on the ground out to third. 1 away, and Lindy McDaniel is being called back to the dugout. And Frank Tepedino comes out. Tepedino will bat for McDaniel. Tepedino, left-hand hitter.
Tepedino got the base hit off Lasher yesterday. That put the Yankees in the lead in that ball game. But then Sims hit a home run to tie it up. Now, Lasher well remembers it. Lasher's a sidearm right-hander, or as Frank says, even a submarine pitcher. And Tepedino just reached out and lined it right by third base. And it went in the left field corner for 2 bases, and it gave the Yankees the lead. So here he is again and again against Fred Lasher.
Okay, Bob, and Tepedino is hitting .308. He is 3 for 8 as a pinch hitter. He started just 1 game, played left field up in Boston early in the season while Roy White was in service. So Jerry Kenny's at second, a 7-7 ball game in the 11th inning. Lasher ready to pitch to Tepedino. Here it comes. Tepe takes, strike called over the outside corner. Horace Clark now on deck. Lasher off the stretch. Sets and deals. Tepedino swings. It's a high foul into the seats down the right field side. Well out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Tepedino. Lasher has the rosin bag, now flips it away. Kenny leads away from second, 1 out. 0-2 pitch, blown outside to Tepedino. A ball and 2 strikes. Jack Aker warms up in the Yankee bullpen. Left-hander Mike Paul warming up in the Cleveland bullpen. Aker is stopped now watching the action. Now we'll have the 1-2 pitch to Tepedino. Here it comes. He swings and misses strike 3. First strikeout for Lasher, 2 down. And the batter will be Horace Clark, who homered leading off the 4th. Horace is 1 for 5 in this ball game. Clark hit his home run off starter Barry Moore. Of all the home runs hit in this ball game, by far the longest was John Ellis' home run over the straightaway center field wall that had to carry at least 450 feet. Lasher ready to pitch to Clark. Hoss fouls one into the first base dugout. Strike one. Kenny led off with a double. Hanson tried to bunt him around, but got 2 strikes on him and grounded out to third. Kenny could not move up. Cepedino batted for McDaniel and struck out. No balls and a strike to Horace Clark. Lasher starts the stretch. And delivers. Low in the dirt, blocked by Fosse. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just been an amazing ball game. Yankees had one big inning, the 8th, when they scored 4 runs. The inning was capped off by John Ellis' 3-run homer over the straightaway center field fence. Pitch is over the outside corner to Clark. Strike called. It's 1-2. Ellis hit his home run off the right-hander, Vince Colbert. Ellis hit his first game home run off Fred Lasher, who is in here now. So both of John's homers have come off right-hand pitchers. In the first game, he homered over the right field wall, and in this game, over the straightaway center field wall. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lasher sets, brings the pitch, low outside, 2-2. Baker down on the Yankee bullpen figures he's had enough warm-up throws. He's just standing there, hands on hips, watching the action. 2-2 pitch coming. Way outside. Ball 3, full count. Three balls and 2 strikes. Lasher takes his time. Now looks down to Fosse. 3-2 pitch will be on the way. Here it comes. It is lined out of the right field. It's going to be a base hit. And it gets away momentarily from Foster. Kenny scores. Clark stops at first.
Oh, Horace Clark came through on that 3-2 pitch. No doubt about it. He wrapped it out in the right field. And the Yankees have grabbed the lead once again in this ball game. But it's been such a wild afternoon that there's absolutely no way of ever saying that the game is over. I do know that some people heading for the exit. But the Yankees will have to come in with a new pitcher in the bottom half of the 11th inning. But right now, Fred Lasher has to pitch to Bobby Mercer, and this could be a very unhappy day for Mr. Lasher out there, because he could be the losing pitcher in both ball games.
Just as Lindy McDaniel could be the winner in both. All right, Mercer waiting. Bobby is 2 for 4 in this game. He bluffs a bunt, takes a strike. Clark bluffed a move to second. Mercer might have picked him up out of the corner of his eye and thought that Clark was going. Stuck the bat out there in the bunt maneuver to try to throw the catcher Fosse a bit off stride. Yankees are leading now, 8-7. There's a throw to first. Clark gets back. Lasher, ready to go to work. Checks Clark and delivers. Mercer, it's a ground ball foul past first. So far in the doubleheader today, the Yankees have had 30 base hits. 14 in the first game, 16 in this one. hits in this game for extra bases. Lasher checks Clark. Deals Mercer. Bobby takes high and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lasher looking over toward first, looks into the Cleveland dugout. Not much help coming from there. It's just a head-on duel now, Lasher and Mercer. There goes Clark. The pitch is line foul into the seats behind third. Clark broke for second, and Mercer fouled it away. The count holds 1-2. The Yankees had 6 extra base hits in the first game, so 14 of the 30 hits have been for extra bases. Clark has a pretty good lead down at first. Draws the look from Lasher. The pitch to Mercer. It's high. And the count, 2-2. Yankees leading 8-7. Lasher takes his time. Now starts the stretch. Throws to first. Clark is back. Roy White is on deck. Clark a big lead at first. He goes. Pitches outside. Throw to second base. He's safe. Stolen base for Horace Clark. His 6th of the year. Full count now, 3-2 on Mercer. And Clark is in scoring position at second. With his speed, he could score on a single. There are 2 outs. The set, and here's the pitch. Strike 3 is called. Mercer is caught looking. And the side is retired. But the Yankees take the lead with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We go now to the bottom half of the 11th. The score is New York 8 and Cleveland 7.
Having a Brazilian towel dance in celebration of the Brazilian towel sale at your Atlantic service stations. Import a Brazilian bathhouse in an elegant jacquard weave for only $1.29. Oh, and the beach towel for only $2.99. And get this, amigo, when you buy the bath mat for only $2.49, you get a hand towel free. Yay, yay, yay! Each towel comes in avocado or gold. You can get one with every purchase of gasoline at a participating Atlantic station. Pretty soon, you'll have enough for your own Brazilian towel dance. Oh, you don't know how? It's simple. You dance to the rhythm of drying your back with a towel.
No purchase required in New Jersey.
At the Atlantic station.
We get set to go into the bottom half of the 11th inning, and the Yankees hope this is the last half inning of a long afternoon, which saw the Yankees pull the first one out 6-5. And in both games, great catches by Ron Woods has saved the day. One in the 9th inning of the first game, and one in the 10th inning of this nightcap. Jack Aker comes on to pitch for the Yankees, and he's got to hold the tribe here in the bottom of the 11th. Yesterday, he came in with the bases loaded, nobody out, and gave up the game-winning base hit to Jack Heidemann. This for Aker will be game number 15. He has 1-2 lost, 1 saved, 7, and an outstanding earned run average of 2.25. He has done the job for the Yankees, but, well, the whole bullpen has.
All right, Aker ready to work. To Greg Nettles, the left-hand hitter. Nettles is 0 for 2. Grounded out to second, popped to first. The windup, the first pitch to him. He takes a strike over the outside corner. Aker, as Bob told you, relieved yesterday, threw only 7 pitches. Gave up an intentional walk to load the bases, then Heidemann got the base hit. The pitch now is low, and the count evens 1 ball, 1 strike. Yankees leading 8-7. What a ball game this one has been. The Yankees had to come from behind again to take the lead. The pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike to Greg Nettles. Ray Fosse, the catcher, is on deck, and then Jack Heidemann. Between the 2 of them, they've had 3 home runs in this ball game. Fosse 2 and Heidemann 1. Tony Horton has hit 3. The pitch hit on the ground to Clark. He's got it. The throw to first base. He's out, 1 away. Clark throws out Nettles. And now Fosse. Fosse line to Hansen in the 2nd. Homered in the 4th. Homered again in the 6th. Grounded out to Hansen in the 8th. He's pulled everything today, and they play him around to the left side. Clark well over towards 2nd. Hansen deep at shortstop. Kenny down the line at 3rd. The pitch to him. He takes a strike. Jack Aker's slider got the outside corner. 0-1. Next pitch, hit on the ground to 3rd, it's foul. Dennis Higgins, a right-hander, is throwing in the Cleveland bullpen. "33 innings of baseball for these 2 clubs in 2 days. The pitch. Low. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ray Fosse. 1 out. The base is empty. Bottom half of the 11th inning, 8-7 New York. Yankees 8 runs, 16 hits. Aker's pitch. He pops it up off the third base side foul. Kenny is after it. He's got room in front of the dugout. He's got it. 2 down. We pause for station identification.
The Yankees at home and away on WGY, Schenectady.
Jack Heidemann, the batter, 2 outs. Fly ball out into shallow left center. The shortstop is under it. He makes the catch, and that's the ball game. The Yankees win the series.